This is the soil of Florida, not Africa, not Europe, not no damn fantasy. This the mark of Moctezuma. We ain't never been no damn slaves. We was prisoners of war. And y'all still out here claiming that title like it's your birthright. You know where the word slave come from? Slavic, from over there, Slavonia. You from there? Nah, you from right here, from these lands. Moctezuma's blood, the sovereigns of Anahuac. So get it through your head, you royalty, not no damn slave. Of the true sovereigns of these lands. Y'all better get it right. Look at all that. All this land. That's ours. We've been here.
They built this on stolen land, tried to hide the roots, cover the soil with lies. But we still here.
They call me a Moor, but I am not from across the Atlantic. I am of this land. Saturiona.
So tell me, where ICE gon' deport you when you from right here? Huh? The clouds. Ain't no borders when this whole land your inheritance. So get it through your head, you royalty, not no damn slave. Y'all gon' get it one way or another. We ain't never been no damn slaves. We ain't going nowhere neither. This the mark of Moctezuma, of Anahuac, of the true sovereigns of these lands. Y'all better get it right.
Ain't no borders when this whole land your inheritance. They gon' deport you back to your own soil. Now let that marinate.
We are the unbroken memory, the feared royalty, living sovereigns of Temeri. We hold the keys to this land called America. We built the crystal cities they keep trying to erase. They don't tell you the Moors who civilized Europe came from the West, and some stayed behind. That's why their faces mirror ours. We, the kings, sailed east to civilize them, so they called us the Moors of Europe. But we were always the kings of America. This ain't just some coat of arms, listen. This is a stolen family tree from Temeri. They didn't invent royalty, they inherited ours. They parade stolen emblems. America's family tree is the blueprint they copied and claimed. We were the kings who were always here. They want you looking at Africa so you don't look right here, at your own land. So-called Indians were Moors. That's why the Creek Confederacy was so powerful. They were the original Moorish military, fighting to keep all these other groups out. They create these divisions, Moor versus indigenous, to keep us from consolidating. Don't let them cast stones and make you argue. We were already here. Think this history is new? Go look up the kings of Spain. Then go look up the kings of America. The same names, the same titles. It's all there. Just believe it. Go and look at the flags of old Europe. Then look at the banners of the Creek Confederacy. You'll see the same people, the same kings, just a different continent. They say it was us against them. But the Moorish War was us against us. We were fighting these tribes trying to date new people.
Moors are Aboriginals. Come on, it's a trick. The real enemy wants you to fight over semantics so we don't look at the historical documents. We got the same mission. Temeri was a monarchy.
They turned you against the idea of imperialism, of monarchy, because the monarchy was here first, and they needed you to forget that our title of nobility is the real power. Don't y'all read the damn treaty, son. They made a whole treaty with the Moors in 1787, government to government. They knew we were the royalty, and they wanted our trade. All the fantasy stories about warring kingdoms, that's not a fairy tale. That's our old world. That's the ancient confederacy and the bloodline. You think the families fighting over the throne in Game of Thrones is just fantasy? That's the real story.
Real story of what happened right here. On your land, Temeri, so-called America.
I don't think Tolkien just made up Middle-earth. It's all a metaphor for the real war, and they buried the truth and sold it back to you as fiction. They told our own people that the Moors were the enemy, made brother turn against brother over a lie. We fought each other over stories they planted. Think about that.
Listen up. The real Moorish law is about justice, truth, and lifting up our own people. It ain't about tearing each other down.
Quit arguing over semantics. Stop cherry-picking Moorish law if you're not gonna help uplift fallen humanity.
Y'all laughing that we was kings while they got our family crests everywhere. The joke's on you. We are still kings. It's in the DNA.
You remember this? Art imitates life. Follow original black God bringing our history back to life. This also follow Spin City and Brother Red Pill. They're showing you how to take that fire, that vision, and make it real. Dropping the knowledge you need.
Join the movement. Bring your visions to life. Help us awaken the world. The power is within you. The time is now.
Hands up in the air, unified and bold. Shoulders locked tight, stories untold. This is the camaraderie, the brotherhood flow. We all stand in that for the people we know.
Field Marshal Brother Nazir, never back down. Talk your talk media, word spreads around town. Big dog, Philly OG, wisdom in his bark. Big Aboriginal power, lighting up the dark. Key Norfolk on the line, speaking truth through the static. Open to knowledge, mind sharp, automatic. Hurries the realest with that unbreakable stance. Bro Sanchez bringing light, giving minds a chance. Dangerous music, Drake Cobbs on the sound. DJ Cuddy spins it, our anthem hits the ground. T wriggles, Dulcinea, voices join the crowd. Smoke signal in the air, make the ancestors proud.
We all stand, we all rise. Act for our people, open up our eyes. Linked by legacy, forged in the fire. This is camaraderie, we lift each other higher.
Supreme Chief Holiday, guiding with honor. Voodoo child, channel spirit. The feeling gets stronger, no one left behind. Every name is a torch, lighting freedom's path. As we move off the porch, every voice different, but the heart's the same. We paint our own future, signing with our names. Forged by the struggle, united by the fight. One dream, one people, together in the light.
We all stand, we all rise. Act for our people, open up our eyes. Linked by our legacy, forged in the fire. This is camaraderie, we lift each other higher. Hands clasped in a circle. Ancestors hear the call. Past, present, future. Together we won't fall. From the roots in the soil to the stars in the sky. Voices echo strong, let the unity fly. We all stand, we all rise. Act for our people, open up our eyes. Linked by our legacy, forged in the fire. This is camaraderie, we lift each other higher. We lift each other higher. We all rise. Act for our people, open up our eyes. Linked by our legacy, forged in the fire. This is camaraderie, we lift each other higher. This is for the people, our movement, our pride. This is camaraderie, we stand side by side.
Salute to everybody in the building. Peace and blessings. Peace and blessings. Hopefully everybody's having a fantastic grand rising. This is your brother Big Aboriginal Power. And shout out to everybody that's in the building rocking out with your boy, man. You already know the vibrations, man. We want y'all to come in and tap in with your boy. Y'all already know the vibrations, man. So salute to everybody that's in here rocking out with us. Make sure y'all hit that like button, thumb up the video, and support the channel, man. Grand rising. Grand rising. Hopefully everybody's doing fantastic. Degenerate Tethers tries to dictate Aboriginal and FBAs. Are these folks undercover agents? This is what I'm proposing to the chat. You guys let me know. If you're listening in on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, make sure y'all share the YouTube around. Make sure y'all share the Twitter live around. We do appreciate everybody for coming right up in here. If y'all ready to get up into some of this live action, I do need y'all to drop a fire emoji. Let's go.
For the stats, I be beating the odds. In the blood, it be making me calm. Ride the turbine just like I'm Saddam. I'ma blow it just like I'm a bomb. I'ma leave it.
It's not really an insult, it's a descriptive term. It doesn't describe an African immigrant or somebody who's Afro-Latino. It describes an action. Like, for example, if you watch the movie Sinners, did you know that the first black vampire was Cornbread? First one was Cornbread. You know, the actor who plays Cornbread is actually not from a freedman lineage. I think he's from the Caribbean. You don't think that was on purpose? Ryan Coogler, in an interview, the guy who directed Sinners, he said that he was FBA, Foundational Black American. You don't think that Cornbread being the first black vampire was on purpose? That is symbolism. That's why I love that movie. That is symbolism. Because what a lot of people don't realize is that a lot of people who are outside of our lineage, a lot of times, sometimes, not every time, but sometimes have opinions that are detrimental to our lineage here in Black America, the people who descended from the Black American slaves. prime example, reparations, right? The Pew Research Center said in 2022 and also 2023 that 77% of Black Americans want reparations. Of the ones who don't, the vast majority are Black immigrants or Afro-Latino. Even amongst Black Americans who are mixed race, they still want it in a majority. The only time you see difference, once again, Black immigrants and Black and Afro-Latinos or the Black Hispanics. Okay? Now, aside from that, you look at the opinions of police. A lot of times, African immigrants who don't understand that law enforcement has this grounding in the slave patrol, they have different beliefs, no matter the age group. But then you go look at other issues like, prime example, white supremacy. A lot of African immigrants have a very different relationship to white supremacy than we do here in Black America. I'll give you a prime example, a practical example, not with an African immigrant, but with an Afro-Latino. It was a young Black man named Jamie Johnson who was gunned down by an officer in Florida. The officer's name was Hoshu Gariga, Afro-Latino. This guy was anti-Black, was sitting there texting with his white buddies about how we Black people ain't shit. I mean, all kind of stuff. And then this guy was caught with a 17-year-old, so he got arrested and put away. But again, that shows you this Afro-Latino had this kind of belief. And if you look at some of the deputy gangs, the Black officers who do join are, none of them are fucking FBA. I know, I happen to be an expert on that. I'm mentioning court documents, federal court documents exposing this shit. Okay? I wish somebody.
And shout out to him for keep on exposing it. We're going to continue to expose the degenerate culture amongst these tethers. And we're going to show how a lot of these tethers, based off of actions, possibly are paid agents, caused the paid to get involved in our movements, conversations, and disrupt the elevation of Aboriginal, quote unquote, FBA brothers and sisters.
Somebody would. Oh, I wish somebody would. My wife is a goddamn stenographer, and one of the reasons why she even married me is because she saw that shit. So please don't play games. All right. That shows you tethering. Do you kind of get it with all those examples? Tethering is when you use Blackness to blend in with us, but you're nothing like us. So a lot of people are really, really upset at how we're circling the wagons around our lineage, about how we're trying to protect our interests like every other group. And when you react negatively to that, that kind of adds more suspicion to you. I started off giving the example from the movie Sinners. And Sinners was all about Black people circling the fucking wagons, but particularly Black Americans. And yet you don't get it. Yet you sit there and quote the movie, you say how great it was and everything else, and you don't get the undertones we were setting there. And that's what tethering is when you want to be is when you want to be us, but you don't have the same experience or the link to the land, and so you just don't get it. You don't pick up on stuff like that, but we do. Because that movie and what you're hearing about reparations, about the police, about white supremacy, that's been our fucking reality. We don't have a different relationship with that stuff. But some of you do. And then it's when you use your Blackness to cosplay as us. And then interject some bullshit opinion, some coon ass opinion. That's tethering. I would not go over to freaking Jamaica and tell them how to live. That's not my place. That's not my homeland. I wouldn't go over to freaking Haiti, even though I put out deep dives about Haiti, about how the freaking CIA and the FBI and US.
Now listen, family, a lot of these nations use their inward projections on us. One thing for certain, we're never been a tethered class of people. We never went to any other nations, yet alone any other Black nations around the world, and tethered into their land. Nor have we ever asked any other government outside of our own government for handouts. nor do we go to anyone else's community circles and benefit off of being in their circles. The tethering comes from the immigrant class. And the best tetherers are the ones that's able to look like you, your Kamala Harris's, your Candace Owens, the ones that's able to get into position and also speak on behalf of you, even though they're not us. A tether is someone who utilizes the culture, benefits off the culture, but demoralize the people who created the culture. The term tether is the black immigrant version of culture vulture. It's pretty much the same thing. All right. Shout out to my family. Let's continue.
Freaking U.S. intelligence harmed Haiti. Yes, I put that out there, but I would never go over to their country and tell them how to live. That's not my lineage. Those aren't my people. I would never go to the African continent knowing that they have that many tribes out there, a bazillion tribes, but I'm gonna go and tell them about what they should do. That's not my place. And that attitude of me having, it's not my place because I have my people here to influence and talk to and be around, that opinion is not an opinion that many people, not saying everybody, but many people who come over here, that is not an opinion they fucking share. Now, a lot of people say, well, black people aren't a monolith. You're right. We are not a monolith, except for when it comes to lineage. When it comes to lineage, we agree on reparations, about the cops, white supremacy, that kind of stuff. Is that not a little bit monolithic? There are some things you expect from some parts of the freaking diaspora over others. You see skin bleaching in certain parts of the freaking diaspora. We're not known for that. All right. Certain things that we do here, like Tutnese, Gullah, Hoodoo, that is pretty exclusive. You only really see it here because we made the shit. But other things that we've made, some people from the African diaspora, white people too, other groups too, Hispanics, Asians too, have taken and claimed for themselves. Another reason why we're circling the wagons. That's why Cornbread was the first black vampire. See, we told this guy from a different part of the freaking diaspora, don't you go near them freaking vampires. And what did he do? So I just want you to understand, tethering is an act. It is a descriptive term. It's not just because you're a black immigrant or Afro-Latino. You got to be that and bring the action. The same way some of y'all call us Akatas, Jareers, Yankees, Abids. Yeah, all these freaking pejoratives. You call us all this stuff, but then you come over here and you get upset when we have a term for a person who undermines us. Yeah, funny how that works. To the African diaspora, a lot of people are upset at the word tether. So let me explain what tether means. Tether is not really an insult, it's a descriptive term. It doesn't.
It's not an insult. It's a descriptive.
Dylan Brooks, give him some love. He deserves it.
Yes.
And Fred Van Vliet, let's not.
There.
Dylan Brooks, give him some love. He deserves it.
Yes.
And Fred Van Vliet, let's not forget him. Let's not.
There. But yeah, to get to the topic of the story here, why Africans don't really see black people as an equal or as, I guess.
We're gonna look at this bed wench with this divestment wig. Explain to us why they don't look at us as equal as them. African got the nerve to look at someone else as not being equal to them. So we're going to break this down and why we're not compatible and why we're not mates, or in this quote unquote conversation, why we're not equal. Okay, we're going to break that thing down. Shout out to all my indigenous Aboriginals. Shout out to all my FBAs. Can I get y'all to drop a fire emoji if y'all in the building listening? Can I get y'all to tap in with the tap in? Salute to the real. Y'all already know the vibes. Shout out to all the real ones that's listening in on Instagram as well. Somebody say, you still pushing Aboriginal shit, bro? It's been years. Hey, Africanism that's listening in on Instagram, how about you come hit this link over here on YouTube and come get that work like your pops used to? You understand me?
Something relevant. I would say it more so it derives from.
Also, I want y'all to listen to what she say. This is key. Also, family, for those that's really involved and really support the channel, make sure y'all support the channel, man. Make sure y'all support the movement that supports the movement. Cash App information is in the chat. You're not obligated to support, but we definitely do appreciate the support. All right, so make sure y'all support the channel. Don't be the last one to support. Be the first one. You know what I'm saying? Make that impact count. So shout out to everybody that's in the building. All my Aboriginals and FBAs, drop those fire emojis. And let's get these likes up, though. Hold on. I can't even start the live stream. I can't even get back into this bag until we get the likes up. Hold on. 30 likes, 65 people listening? That is diabolical. Let me guess. We got 35 tethers in here listening? 35 angry immigrants? Hostile Hispanics? What's going on? Y'all not rocking with me. It's okay. Hit the like button. It ain't gonna hurt you. It don't cost a thing. We should be at least 55, 60 likes. Come on now, family. Y'all must be over there asleep, eating boogers or something. What y'all doing? Y'all cool?
How Black people act. And this is not coming from a racist view, guys. This is just pointing something out there and bringing light to a topic that has been discussed amongst Africans. So the reason that, I guess Africans can just never see Black people as an equal or good people, I would say it's more so because of the way Black people act. There is a big difference from being an African person versus being a Black person. So we have to definitely go into those differences and explore that a little more to see what.
So let's see what nuances she brings up in comparative to being a Black American, quote unquote, Aboriginal Indigenous, and being an African in America. What is the difference?
What are those main differences and why the two are not the same? Despite our skin color, anyone can be Black, but it's like, Africa is the origination of where Black people came from. We know that. So I think it's just like when you see an African person that knows their roots.
You damn wench. We don't know shit, you scammer. We don't know nothing about that. We're going against that. We actually openly deny that as Aboriginals and as FBA, where a lot of us is pushing, is going against this. We came from Africa shit. Because our own oral history from our great-grandmothers, our great-uncles, our great-aunties, our great-great-grandparents, genealogical research is literally going against the narrative. It contradicts that. It says that our people was in America and we was thriving, owning land and shit like that. And according to documentation, Africans are not allowed to own land in America. Shout out to everybody in the building. Like I said, don't be the last one to hit that like button. Let's get these likes up, family. Share this around on all your social media outlets. Don't stop with 42 likes. I know y'all driving, so make sure y'all be safe. As y'all make y'all daily commutes and headed to work and doing what y'all got to do, make sure y'all be safe. And also, while y'all listening, family, I want to make sure I say this. I'm sending out my blessings towards you and your family. So hopefully everybody's fantastic today on this grand awakening. All right. I want y'all to share this live stream, and I want y'all to hashtag. Aboriginal power and hashtag delineation. All right.
Knows their culture. Seeing another Black person that originated in America and I guess was born in America and learned the culture of America. There's a great disparity there that it doesn't match up with what we learned in Africa. So I think that's where the gist of the problem kind of comes in.
Okay.
Into play. Unfortunately, Black people kind of tend to not act like Africans, they don't go to Africa. A lot of times they don't travel to Africa to really understand their roots and their actions, their attitudes, the way they were raised. It really kind of plays into fact of why Africans don't want to kind of mix with, Black people.
Ma'am, it's the nerve for me. It's the audacity. So basically, foundational Black Americans, y'all don't want to go to Africa and learn. You don't want to go to Africa.
Right. That's exactly what I was about to say. She trying to shame us and saying we're not the same because we don't respect the motherland and we don't want to go to Africa. Ma'am, you're sitting up with a divestment wig up in America somewhere after fleeing your little shanty town. You don't like Africa. You Black Americans disrespect and don't like Africans. Y'all don't like Africa. No, nobody doesn't like Africa or Africans as much as Africans themselves. They are the rank supreme of the top haters of Africa. How do we know? They flee. They're fleeing. And now we got these degenerate tethers, right, trying to dictate Aboriginal FBA movements. I believe these people are maybe unpaid or maybe even paid agents, family. What do you guys think in the chat? Do you think these people are agents? Just put a simple yes, no, or I don't know in the chat. You know what I mean? A yes, no, or an IDK. You know what I mean? Let me know in the chat. Do you think these people are agents, man? Because we see that they're trying to dictate every little thing and micromanage our conversations. We can't allow these people to do that. You see what I'm saying? We can't.
Y'all, they kill me with that argument. You don't want to be in Africa. Y'all, they kill me with that. You ain't in Africa, ma'am. You bounced. You don't even want to be over there. You got the hell out of there. And you in Houston with the $5 struggle wig. What are you talking about? You don't want to be in Africa, ma'am.
I know a lot of these tethers do be moving to places like Texas. And they get involved with the Texas culture and try to speak like, native Texans and stuff like that. You know what I mean? I've been noticing an uprising in Africans and an uprising agents being stashed out in Africa. There's a FBI section where a lot of the people that's under protective custody go in Texas. I forget the name of the spot, but there's a lot of immigrants that are surrounding that particular area as well.
How we act? Do you really want to go there? Well, we don't mess with them because how they act.
There. But yeah, to get to the topic of the story here, why?
So we see how these people talk.
Why see
Let's listen and see what she got to say.
this video with this creator talking about how people from New York dress better than people from the South, and the people in the comments was chewing her.
You guys was.
And they got the nerve to say we ain't got no culture. And these tethers out here turning the up off of 50 Cent in their village.
Don't try to act like you know we beat you. We a club on town, so pop on. Shit like man.
Come on, man. Ain't no motherfucking way.
So apparently it's a newsflash to us, something that we've already known for like the last 100 plus years, that we're not African American. We know this. It's a misnomer term. We've been saying that. And so while these people from England and directly from Africa are trying to make it seem like it's something new, like we don't know where we come from, we're probably the only ethnic group here that can trace our lineage back by name. And I'm talking about 1,000 years in Africa or Europe, because nobody can really do that. There's so much to be lost. You can maybe trace it back to a couple people, but 2,000-3,000 years ago, you're not doing all that. And of course, we stay in these people's minds rent-free for whatever reason. So you had this cat from England who said he went to Georgia and asked this man, where's his family from? He said, my mom and dad's from Atlanta, my grandparents. And they're like, oh, these people don't know what part of Africa they're from. We want to keep it 100. We're the only people whose family didn't flee. We don't come from a people of fleers. And in the fact, those of us who still do have African roots or recent African ancestry, we do know where we come from. It's just the places that we were taken from, they don't exist anymore. They're not there. Because the Spanish, the Portuguese, the British, and the French, they were going all through Africa, smacking everybody around. So even the same people that belong from Ghana, from here or there, your family probably not even originally from it. They probably fled from wherever the Spanish, English, or Portuguese was smacking them around. They had to flee to different parts. Or we're gonna keep it 100. I'm not being disingenuous to anybody. I'm not being cold-hearted. I'm just speaking on the truth of the history and the matter it is. To be FBA, which is Foundational Black America, we already know what admixtures. That's why we look the way we look. Some of us look more Austronesian, some of us look more African, some of us look like an African-European mix, some of us look more like a Native African and Native American mix, some of us look more white phenotypically because of vitamin D deficiency, which is why you have white skin in the first place. Don't believe me, go read a book. But the bottom line of this video is, we know who we are, we know where we come from, we can trace our roots back, we don't come from a people of fleeing. I respect people, as I said before, who stay in their homelands and fight against the tyranny.
Right, you gotta respect that. We definitely do not come from no fleeing culture. We come from a resilient fighting culture. You see what I'm saying? And this is something that a lot of these other immigrants, especially Black immigrants, lack. So it's easy to see who's not us, especially based off of those actions. And there's a list of other actions that obviously are telltale signs that these so-called Black immigrants that come around amongst our communities try to blend in, but they easily identified and spotted. We oftentimes just ignore it. And now that we're no longer ignoring it and we're in a movement of delineation, a lot of people is calling it out. You know what I'm saying? We're not sugarcoating it. We're just shooting it flat out. And these people feel like now that they're not able to eat off of us, now they're not able to cloak and tether off of us, they feel like they're being attacked because we're calling them for who they are. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're literally an immigrant. You're literally from somewhere else. You're going to get mad and act like we're attacking you because we're stating the obvious? Shout out to everybody in the building, man. Let's get everybody that's listening in real quick to smack that like button real quick. Show some love to that like button. Thumb up the video and drop a fire emoji in the chat. Also, I like to know where my family is that I'm talking to, that's listening in, that's chiming in. Drop your city and drop your state in the chat as we get to some more of this content. I want everybody listening in to drop your city and drop your state, man. Shout out to all my Aboriginals in the building. Y'all know the vibes.
They're facing, not those who flee and they want to talk shit about us, even though we haven't said anything about anybody. And why we're in your minds rent free? Because you're projecting your own failures. So I'm just gonna call it like it is. And a lot of y'all don't blend in the way you think you do. We can tell by your mannerisms, how you talk. And if you say nigga like 20 damn times in a sentence, that's kind of like a red flag. That's because a lot of us don't even say it like that, or even at all, period. So that's red flags that we know.
Right, especially like the Afro Latinos. I told y'all this about 5 years ago when I used to have a lot of them coming on my channel when I first started pushing again, you know, and coincide and in harmony with the FBA movement. We had brothers like Lil Taco coming through, Esky the Dominican, and a lot of these motherfuckers that's Hispanics and Afro Latinos, like he said, they use the N-word a lot more than we use the N-word. This nigga this, nigga that, nigga that, nigga them, nigga what, nigga this, nigga this, nigga. You understand what I'm saying? They use it definitely way more than we are, and that's for them trying to blend in. See, they don't have the real aura and culture, so sometimes they try to fit in, and sometimes the way they fit in, they don't understand that they're overcompensating. You know what I mean? They're trying to overdo one thing because they lack in other places. So this is what overcompensation looks like amongst a lot of these tether groups.
You FBA or not. And then as soon as we say something back, oh, we are xenophobic. Oh, that's divisive. No, like, for you tethers, keep us out your mouth. Go find something to do. Go fix your homelands and stop worrying about what we got going on over here. Stop worrying about us so damn much, because it's apparent you want to be us, but you can't be.
They can't. And listen, if Tethers spent as much half the time they did tethering on to us and questioning why we do things, and took half of that time and focused on building up their homeland, Africa would be a decent ass spot probably. If they focus that same energy that they do tethering on to us and trying to dictate us, and put that same energy in trying to build their homeland, Africa might be something. Like, I'm not here to throw no shade. Y'all just have a fleeing culture. And as you fleeing, you can't build in your homeland when you're fleeing. It don't work. You can't have both of those at the same time. It doesn't work like that. Okay?
We don't flee.
Yeah. Don't talk to me about an immigrant, man. Look. The immigrant guys.
Look, even big homie CC. And I can't say that he's conscious Aboriginal, but he obviously is an Aboriginal and American, and he understands. So even sometimes the less conscious even understand what's going on.
Let's take academics, for example. Immigrant. This man was supposed to be a mathematical biologist. He's seen our culture here in America. It's like, this shit crazy. Because where they come from, it's not going down like that. He made his career off what me and the guys really do. The dude,
Flacco, he said he made a living off of videotaping and speaking on what we do in America. That's Tether 101. Another Tether. Shout out to Poetic Flacco. I rock with Flacco to a certain extent. He is the Tether though.
Immigrant. And don't he got he caught a case for harassment. Pull that up. What's the other dude? All fresh and fit. Myron. Yeah. Immigrant. See, that's the problem.
See, I'm glad people starting to realize the real issue amongst us are black immigrants, because they're able to look like us, and to the layman person, to the everyday person, they look at them and be like, oh, that's just another black person. No, wrong. They're an immigrant, and they're going against black people in America. And I'm glad people are finally starting to realize that, man. Shout out to everybody in the building, man. Drop your city. I see Houston in the building, Louisiana in the building. Shout out. Keep dropping your cities. Keep dropping y'all states. Drop those fire emojis, and don't hesitate to support the channel, man. See, we ain't had nobody support the guy. Damn, I ain't worth supporting. Y'all bogus as hell. Let's get back to the rest of this content, though.
We is black men in America. The shit that they want to glorify, we trying to get away from. We not trying to come on the internet and talk gangster. We did it.
A lot of these immigrants pick up on shit that we leave in the past. You see what I'm saying? Like, think about it. When we went into the 80s and start wearing them different clothes, and we got into the armies and we was wearing them clothes like he was wearing the leathers and the boots and stuff, we left the bell bottoms in the past. A lot of black immigrants came over here and was still rocking bell bottoms in the 80s. That's why you see them. You come over, they do shit outdated. Like, we was riding box Chevys and loud music and rims going crazy all in every city in the South. Now you see these people putting rims on Honda Civics with loud ass music running around. They do everything that we done that we already left behind, man. Everything that we do, they pick up on it when we leave that shit behind. We be moving on to some bigger and better things. They be like, oh, we just learning how to do this. Nigga, we been did that
already, and we all sitting here by the skin of our teeth, man.
All weekend, the celebrations have been. Black Americans who acknowledge their African ancestry are tethers.
Facts. Facts. I got to say I agree with it. Because how you going to acknowledge that you from Africa, but then try to say that you from... No. If you from Africa, you from Africa, bro. You can't be from two different spots. You can't be from two different spots. Hold on, let me light my backwood up. The conversation getting in. We getting somewhere now. We getting somewhere now. All right. No, we can't allow these nigga. That's why I look at King. So now, all right. So now, look, that's a good perspective. Let me ask the chat this real quick. So these Pan Africans and these other Aboriginal, quote unquote, FBA Americans that claim they African ancestors, should we call them and treat them like tethers as well, since they are acknowledging that they have immigrant lineage? Should we call it? Should we treat them and call them tethers too? Come on, family. I need some yes or no's or I don't knows in the chat. Y'all let me know, man. Let's get back into it. Let's see what he got to say.
And let me tell you why. So by definition, tethers are a derogatory term the Black Americans use for African and Caribbean immigrants to move to the States, right? And they want economic freedom, they want opportunity, you know, the whole American dream, or their parents moved here and they're...
Oh shit, damn. I didn't mean to do that. Damn. 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 Let me pull it back. I accidentally exited out the damn screen. But yeah, man, dude sound like a damn tether his damn self, to be quite honest, though. That nigga sound like a damn tether his damn self. I don't know about y'all. I don't know about y'all, but that nigga sound like a motherfucking a gay motherfucking tether his damn self. But I got to say I agree with this little gay tether ass. I got to say I agree. Hold on.
Black Americans who acknowledge...
Hold on, look how he spun around in that camera.
Black Americans...
All weekend, the celebrations have been...
Black Americans who acknowledge their African ancestry are tethers. And let me tell you why. So by definition, tethers are a derogatory term the Black Americans use for African and Caribbean immigrants to move to the States, right? And they want economic freedom, they want opportunity, you know, the whole American dream, or their parents moved here and they're second generation and they're reaping those benefits of their parents. So the reason why I say that they are tethers is because we acknowledge the experience that somebody else that looks like us is going through the same thing. If you remember the movie Us, you were tethered to your clone that lived underground, right? And they were going through the same experiences, they were struggling and all. Here as Black Americans in the States, we are going through the same struggle that our brothers and sisters in Africa are, just in a different...
No, we're not. Shut your tether face ass up. This nigga giving me zesty Barbadian. You know what I mean? I don't even know if that's what we call them motherfuckers out there, but he's giving me a zesty Barbadian vibe. You see what I'm saying? And you a tether yourself, bro. You's a zesty tether. A zesty fester. You feel me?
Dimension. So we're like, oh, you know, it's stressful here. We want to move to Africa. And then they're like, oh, it's stressful here. They want to move to America. We're both mirroring the same sentiment due to the same exact experience, just in a different economy.
First of all, use a lying, cone-headed ass lie. Use a lying, cone-headed ass lie, boy. Ain't nobody trying to move to no damn Africa. Are you damn dumb? Black Americans are not trying to move to Africa. Maybe in 2002, maybe in 1995, maybe in 2008. Ain't nobody moving to no Africa as of 2000 and let's just say 2016. We done seen Africa for the shithole, scamming, filthy, scandalous pace. No nation want to even do business with Africa, yet alone West Africans, because of the known scammings that they got going on. Even they real international banks be scamming. Like, come on, man, knock it off.
A different...
England started drill music. Oh, really?
This nigga said England started drill music.
England started drill music.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Man,
Chicago.
Man, Chicago started it, just like Cuz said. See, these damn lying tethers just get online and just be lying. And they say it with a straight face, too. You're going to sit here and tell a bold-faced lie. That's what my grandma used to say when I used to be lying about me eating little candy and little sneaking little shit or smoking little weed roaches that my grandmama left in the ashtray. I was like, no, grandma. She's like, you sent her telling a bold-faced ass lie. Yeah, he's sitting there telling a bold-faced ass tell the lie.
Started drill music. Don't come in with that.
Yeah,
England started drill music.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Man,
Chicago started drill music. Don't come in with that.
Know that.
England started.
Man, nobody want to hear that.
No.
You come over here now. We about to have. I thought this was gonna be a good show.
So no.
Don't come.
So
you
listen.
doing the same thing that Jamaica do. She come over here and she started taking stuff from America.
No, let me teach you something that you never know.
Try to break it down.
No, let me teach you now. UK is the start of every culture, every pop culture. UK started the Afrobeat wave.
Bro, shut your stupid ass up. We got early UK artists that literally came from UK and eventually adapted to the culture here. For give you one, for instance, Slick Rick, one of the hip hop's known storytellers. You know, one of the greatest storytellers in hip hop era of that generation. Slick Rick always gave credit and said he learned his style, his charisma, his flow, everything from Black America. If that shit came from the UK, he would have already had it and developed it in the UK. This nigga lying, bro. Like, come on, don't do that. Don't do that, bro. And look at him. This is a bold-faced ass lie, too.
Not Africa.
The wave.
The wave.
The wave in terms of the acceptance on the West.
Okay.
UK started that wave. When it comes to your R&B music, most of your R&B.
Oh no, we're not gonna do that, bro.
Listen to me.
No, we're not
You're
gonna do
listen.
that.
Most of your R&B writers are from the UK.
They might be from there,
no,
but
listen,
you telling me that the blues and all the stuff we done, the blues started in there.
You know what I said? I said R&B.
Yeah, I'm gonna say
okay, no, you know,
Mississippi,
no,
right?
blues is American thing. You talking about R&B is not American. It's not synonymous to America alone.
It came from rhythm and blues.
No, listen.
He said R&B is not American, but you're gonna say, yeah, blues is American. Nigga, R&B is rhythm and blues. These tethers, man, they can't keep up with they damn lie, man. These lying, funky, fleeing ass tethers, lying Jamaican tether. And we be having a lot of half-breed Jamaicans around in my chat. And I bet not one of them won't come up and speak on against their Jamaican brother for damn telling the bold-faced ass lie.
It's really? So just because you name something,
rhythm and blues, baby.
So just because you name
Without
it, no.
The blues,
listen, you
none of this stuff would be out here.
You know what America is good at?
Ray Charles started today.
You know America is good at. So hold on. So hold on. America is the first place that had a radio station and music instruments.
Ray Charles.
Did you watch? England started drill music.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Man, Chicago started.
Man, listen, he started talking about the radio technician, the soundtrack, sonic boards. Yeah, the European and Italians had them. Not no damn zesty ass Jamaican like you, boy. You trying to take credit for Europeans and you ain't even European, you sell out buffoon.
Relationships between African Americans and African immigrants aren't always easy. In her 7 years in the U.S., Azondekon has yet to build a friendship with an African American.
Sometimes they think their ancestors were...
She said she's been in America for how long? And ain't had one American.
Relationships.
What? Listen to this, man.
Between African Americans and African immigrants aren't always easy. In her 7 years in the U.S., Azondekon has yet to build a friendship with an African American.
Sometimes they think their ancestors were sold by ours. So there is some jealousy. There's also jealousy because when we come here, we know where we came. We fight, which isn't always the case for them.
Relationships between African Americans.
This lying ass wank, she's gonna sit up here and talk about we fight. You ain't fight, you're fleeing. You're in America. Who did you fight?
I think the irony here is
The scare. So I don't date American black men.
Bitch, we don't date your Nigerian fat head ass. Nigga might get some top, drop your ass off. You understand me? Little D&D. You understand me? Don't get it twisted.
I've never dated an American black man, and my reasons are quite simple. So a few days ago, I made a video about coffee dates, and I basically talked about how I would never accept a coffee date as a first date. I think it's low effort, and it's just not my thing. Surprisingly enough, and I was genuinely surprised, 98% of the commenters and the people that were upset were American black men. So shocked because I didn't think that video would land on their For You page, but it did, and hundreds of them, hundreds, were crying on my shoulder over the fact that I would not drink bean juice.
Baby girl, we don't eat bean or drink bean juice, and we could have, look, you ain't got no edges. Sister, you ain't got no edges. You ain't got no edges, though.
On a first date with a man or with anyone. They were in my comments calling me all types of names, saying that I'm a gold digger and saying that I'm this and that. And then unprovoked, they started attacking me for my looks. By the way, I was so nice in that video. I did not insult anyone in that video, but they were insulting me. They were coming at me for my skin color, saying that I'm too dark and that I shouldn't have any standards. They were coming at me for my Afrocentric features. They were coming at me because I have an Afrocentric hairstyle in. Black American men honestly have this habit of attacking black women for the way that they look, especially if you are a darker skinned woman.
First of all, that's a goddamn lie. Our men do not be attacking black women, especially you little African ass women. We don't even be thinking about y'all. We actually admire all women, but we prefer our women. And just because they saying, she's talking about somebody was critiquing her for having African features or Afrocentric features and wearing African hairstyle. There ain't no black American sitting there arguing with your funky ass about that. You was a liar. Delusional as Tether.
Where you have more Afrocentric features, they will attack you. So the fact that they came at me for my looks unprovoked is not surprising to me at all. So reading the comments and watching the stitches, it brought up a discussion between me and my parents about why I don't date American black men. American black men generally do not value courtship, traditionalism, or even marriage. And I'm not—
First of all, what is Nigerian culture? What is Nigerian tribalism and traditionalism? Y'all shit in the street in large numbers. Y'all got an open defecation law. Y'all rank number 2 out of all the countries on the entire planet. Y'all are the most dookiest ones. Y'all shit in the middle of the street. Y'all be doctors and walk fresh out of a surgery and just poop right on the damn hospital steps. Y'all are diabolical. Nigeria is known for the capital of scamming in all of Africa. Lagos, Nigeria is known for the scamming capital out of all of Africa. Y'all are the most shittiest country. What is your culture? Your culture ain't dressing up looking like a black American speaking English. That's nigga culture. You're emulating the nigga right now. You're not acting like a Nigerian. You're conformed and fled, ma'am. Y'all not traditional and cultural. If you was cultural and traditional, you'd have stayed in your traditional homeland like we do.
Saying that all American black men are like this, but a large majority are. They will berate you, break you down, and take advantage of you. I don't know why, but the sight of seeing a black woman, a dark-skinned black woman, having standards really does bother them.
Man, let's show these freaky ass. Look, this is the African that done bleached her damn skin. This was the Nigerian lady that we were just listening to, man. Lord have mercy. She done bleached her mother in skin. Oh, Lord. This is a cake soaps only party. If you ain't got no cake soap on, if you ain't bleach your skin, you can't get in. What they say, if you ain't bleach your skin, you can't get in. No, this is a cake soap only party. Nigga, I see Serena Williams in the back.
So I don't date American.
No, you don't date your own people because they're sick. Like, you know, that was, you wasn't even invited to the cake soap party.
Hold up. Hold the fuck up. I thought Black Americans didn't have any goddamn culture. That's what we've been told by our African tether friends, haven't we? We don't have any culture? Then why the fuck are you buying Essence Fest? Essence Fest?
Well, let me just break this shit down to you. Essence Fest wasn't bought by an African. They used a Cameroonian who doesn't even own a percentage. He gets face and advertisement use royalties. And Essence is owned by a German guy, a 77-year-old German guy who has his own product and makeup and cosmetic materials that he's going to put behind the Essence brand. So that was a move for the German, not the African. They're never making big moves like that. I'm just going to call it like I know it. I'm just going to call it like I know it. They try to put an African in the face because it wouldn't look right putting a 77-year-old German as the face of Essence. Niggas would be like, what the fuck? You feel what I'm saying? No, they use that little nigga as a pawn.
2025 is proof that Black Americans have all the culture. Because if we didn't have it, Africans wouldn't be trying to buy it. Let it be known. They can't tell us no.
Okay, but my question is, how do you know? Because the Black immigrant population is so small with respect to the overall Black American population, African American population. Like, how do you know? Because I can say personally, you know, I've had times where I've done videos or reacted to content or things that have happened, and it's been a Black American woman. Like, it hasn't been an immigrant. It's been somebody who's like American born, like their family's been here for a long time, and they may be doing something crazy or they've said something crazy. And I'll literally have a couple of people come into my comment section and be like, oh,
girl, shut your long zebra face ass up. Your ass is a tether, and you doing a lot of tether explaining before you even got in. You ain't even got into the synopsis yet. Your ass over here doing this babbling, this goddamn immigrant babbling, and tether explaining. Nobody want to hear that, man. And we can tell an African by their little shoulders. When they sunk in like this, they come from a starving lineage. That means somebody in their ancestry was starving when they gave birth. And then the other generation was starving when they gave birth. And it became a genetic link. You know what I'm saying? It's a genetic code in their motherfucking shoulders. That's called the little starving sunken shoulder look. I'm gonna break this shit down to y'all. I'm trying to tell you, I got scientific ways to identify tethers. You can identify a tether by regional and country based off of their hairline ridges. I done already broke that down to y'all. And you can also tell by them shoulder cups, shoulder blade suction cups.
that's a tether. That has to be immigrant. And it's like, actually, no, they're not. They are actually American, but they hold this point of view, or they did that thing. And so how does somebody know? And why is it, from what I've seen, that it's like almost every single time a Black woman is seen doing something crazy or ratchet, all of a sudden she immigrant? I'm like, it is possible for a Black woman also in the United States to do ratchet or crazy things too. Like, because people are people. You're going to see that stuff anywhere. Okay, but my question is, how do you know? Because the Black immigrant
population... We can know by them motherfucking shoulders. You got little starving C-cup shoulders. You feel what I'm saying? Hold on. You got a wandering eye. Why is that eye cocked all the way to the right and this one is at a 90-degree slope? Like, yeah, you might be a lizard. You might be from the Dogon tribe. I heard that their ancestors was like some underwater lizards, web feet Africans and shit. Like I heard that back in the day.
Population is so
We'll talk
small.
about it in a second.
Hello there.
Oh god damn. Oh damn. Hold on. Let me run this back. Like she had a little wagon.
Okay, but
hold on.
Hello there.
Oh no, that was her big ass shoulder. I thought I seen a tank back there. Nah, but look, yeah, baby girl, you should have come on now. Come on now, you look Guyanese, Nigerian. Come on, where you from? Spit it out. I'm looking at you. Hold on. Hold on. Yeah, she a Tether. She from Nigeria. She from right outside of Lagos. She from like Yarupi, Yanuki. She from one of them little Djibouti, one of them little spots. You can tell by her motherfucking hairline.
My name is Haitian Prize, and welcome to my Tether Talk of the day. See, unlike you, sir, I have no problem with being a tether. Because I know that I'm tethered to God, and I'm also tethered to West, Central, and even a little bit of South Africa. That doesn't bother me. I sleep very well at night. And the only reason why you don't believe it is because white supremacy did its big one and messing up a lot of y'all minds. You see, those anti-African rhetorics that you guys are sharing in the comment sections, I see them all. And I don't care. Because I said what I said yesterday. It still stands today. And you know what? Rest in peace to me. Because I'm ready to die on that hill. My favorite color is purple, so if you want to send flowers, just send purple flowers. Hello there. My name is Haitian Prize, and welcome.
You damn tether.
We try to do the right thing and acknowledge our ancestry, and now it's being used. Well, what part? Like, no, just for that, we just Black Americans now. Like, fuck all that African American shit, bro. We Black Americans now.
All my who are not cultured at all, stop fighting. I don't want to hear, like, when I'm asking general questions, I'm not asking y'all, stop fighting. That is black. You're black. You're just black.
I already cooked Casanet. Type in Ant CEO. Black Americans have no culture. I already cooked Casanet, but let's keep going.
You're just fully American. You're African American, bro. That's it.
I ain't gonna front you. You're gonna have to start off this one because I'm trying to digest this. And I know we both been frustrated having this conversation different times, but what's your thoughts and how do you feel when you hear and you watch and you're listening to this? And I'm not even smiling out of happiness. I'm just like, what the fuck?
It's very disheartening to hear, you know, these diaspora wars. And I really try not to participate online because I understand this is all just divisiveness to keep us separated. And I get that. And I understand that we are.
Okay, that's where I'm gonna stop the video right there. And this is the thing where I have an issue with people like him, even though he might be Black American. I gotta call it out. So I want people to stop this notion of keeping us separated. You'll have to stop this. I think it's disrespectful to not only Africans, I think it's disrespectful to Caribbeans, and I think it's disrespectful to Black Americans when you keep using this term as it's just all about separating us. We were never all intertwined. It's very disrespectful to you to say that billions of people, which literally it's over a billion people. If you say it's 1.4 billion people in Africa, I don't know how many millions of people it is in Caribbean, and it's 50 million Black Americans. So you have you have over a billion people. So for you to say, oh, it's just keeping us all divided, nigga, we are from different. There's first of all, Black Americans are a new ethnic group. I don't want to have to keep saying the same shit over and over and over again. Our ethnic group starts in America because we had an ethnogenesis here. I don't want to have to keep saying that shit. But let's get off of that real quick. When you continuously keep saying, oh, it's just keeping us separated. My nigga, when were we ever all intertwined as one? Africa, even in certain countries, they're not all intertwined as one. So that lie that's like, oh, it's just keeping us separated. My nigga, there's a billion people. There is no we all together. Where is that rhetoric coming from? I don't.
Yeah, there's 1.4 billion people in Africa, and not none of them are unified. Not none of them are categorizing. Kasana is a culture vulture in the tether at his finest. And he doesn't even know about his own damn lineage. He talking about, you're not this, you're not that, bitch. You don't even know who you are. You like Trinidadian or some shit like that. You don't even practice anything Trinidadian. I've never seen you do anything Trinidadian, eat no traditional Trinidadian food, nothing, bro. You're just a cornball that's been culture vulturing off our people.
I think a billion people should all be connected as to one. That's a lie. That's bullshit. People are separated by different tribes, by different foods, by different cultures, by different styles, the way that they dress, languages. So stop this we all the same and kin because of skin color. Y'all have to stop that shit.
We try to do the right thing and acknowledge our ancestry, and now it's being used. Well, what part? Like, no, just for that, we just Black Americans now. Like, fuck all that African American shit, bro. We Black Americans now.
All my who are not cultured at all, stop fighting. I don't want to hear, like, when I'm asking general questions, I'm not asking y'all, stop fighting. That is black. You're black. You're just black.
I already cooked Casanet. Type in Ant CEO.
Let me change.
Black Americans have no.
Yeah, my bad.
Hi guys. There are.
I bet y'all can't tell me where she from. Nigeria, or Ghana, or Zimbabwe. It's giving one of the three. It's the little head with the little chin and the fucked up hairline.
Too many Black Americans coming in my comment section and telling me that I'm a Teva. Bitch, what is the same attitude for those white people that fucking run away from their country to Benidorm, Spain? Because you guys don't know what Benidorm is. They go there. What do you call them then? Why is it always you guys that spew out white supremacist stuff, and then you have the audacity to actually say that to somebody? Bitch. Same way UK nurses go to US nursing because they pay better. That's why we move. It's got nothing to do with the fact that I'm running away from a country. Do you know what fleeing means? Because I'm going to bring up the definition of fleeing for your asses out there. Fleeing is running.
Girl, you fleeing. You is fleeing just like that hairline is fleeing from your face. Yes, sister. Your hairline is fleeing from your face just like you fleed from your place. You understand what I'm saying? Your hairline is fleeing from your face just like you fleed from your place. It's simple. It goes right around.
Away and never turning back. The fact that I always go back to Ghana. I'm married to a Ghanaian. Does it make you deep? This is what gets on my last.
I tell you, I told you she was from Nigeria or Ghana. I said Ghana. I could tell that Ghana. That's them Ghana ridges. When they go in and out and it's beady bead and they ruffled all the way around. Yeah, that's that Ghanaian, that Ghana hairline. I'm trying to tell y'all, I'm spot on. I'm down to a science with identifying the tether based off of their hairline. I'm telling you, I'm getting accurate. I'm getting surgical with this shit, Jake. Hey, I'm getting surgical with this shit, Jake.
That's about some of you Black Americans. Come in my comment section. Stop saying we're trying to claim you. Fuck you. Who's trying to claim a country where I have to always look at the back of myself? Who's trying to claim a country where I always have to worry?
Your ass is in the UK talking about you ain't fled. Your little nappy hair hat ass done fled your little Guyana little land. We seen them people over there eating them mosquito burgers out there in Ghana during the rainy, wet season. Y'all eat mosquito burgers and drink cockroach milk. Do we gotta go there? Man, do we really gotta go there? Family, if you listening in and you a real outstanding American, you love America, you stand on American business, and we ain't tolerating no disrespect from no immigrant that fled from their homeland, drop a fire emoji in the chat. I need everybody to tap in with the tap in. Let me know who y'all in the building, man. Shout out to my brother Tojo over there, man. Shout out to my boy listening in on YouTube. Make sure y'all support the channel too real quick, man. Why we haven't had nobody support the channel? Y'all bogus. Don't do your boy Big Aboriginal Power like that. Support the movement and support the channel that supports the movement. Shout out to all my Aboriginals. Shout out to all my FBAs. Let's continue the convo. Let's continue the convo, though. Let's go.
Every single day of my life about whether people like me. Seriously, about us Africans. And the thing about my parents is they came here and they sacrificed so much because they wanted to. They said they want a better life. And the better life is what the white man gives, not what you guys give.
Girl, we gave the white man a better life. Well, you think all this culture is white man culture? Girl, if you don't sit your four-eyed, nappy-headed ass down, shout out to my brother, Don't Do It, for supporting the channel, man. Shout out to my brother, Don't Do It, for being the first and only person to support today's live stream. We do appreciate the love and support. Shout out to my brother, Don't Do It. Shout out to everybody in the
Black
board.
people don't give shit. Tell you something about you black Americans out there. Some of you, not all of you, some of you need to get a reality check, because a lot of you guys, when they move out, they realize that America ain't even shit. And even
America ain't even shit. But y'all ain't leaving though. You see what I'm saying? If America ain't shit, but you don't want to leave, y'all love it here. What is Africa then? Because y'all left that. If America ain't shit and you don't want to leave, what is Africa? Because you left. That must be under shit. That's maggot poop. Y'all are a pathetic, fleeing culture, and y'all make every excuse. And what it is these Africans don't like to have accountability, family. We play these clips to show you sometimes. In some of these conversations, we get these type of conversations where these Africans will point the blame and make excuses and then give credit to their oppressor before they give credit to the nigga whose back they've been pillaging off of. She thinks that she's able to leave to go to Europe because they fought for those rights. She thinks that. Africans didn't fight for that, man.
even the white Americans even deep. America ain't even shit. Okay? You guys are still the same as Africa, paying for your health care. Meanwhile, people in the UK like, mwah, it's just paying it by taxes. I don't see it come out of my paycheck. I don't see me going to the hospital and crying my little eyes out. The many black people that come to this country and deep, raw, we should have universal health care. You guys are the same as Africa. You still pay for it. People will still kick your ass out if you don't pay your bills, if you don't have insurance. Like Africa, same thing with Ghana, because they have a thing called levy. They have health insurance. You guys don't know that. You're just so quick to talk. Ghana is one of the biggest cocoa industry.
Man, the only health insurance y'all got is getting a hazmat suit and a sanitation crew to come clean up the human doo-doo that's on the streets. It's literally feces outside of the school steps. It's feces outside of your apartment building. It's feces outside of the food huts. It's feces outside of the doctor's office. It's feces outside of the construction site. It's feces outside of the everywhere, man. Y'all doo-doo all over the street. And you sitting here just as European and European as anything else. You're a lying wench, and at any given time, Europe could kick you motherfuckers out. And y'all don't get treated, y'all get treated like third-class citizens in Europe. My sister lives in Europe. I know how you Africans and you Caribbeaners get treated over there. When it's Americans over there, they get treated with the utmost respect.
Biggest cocoa industry. Every drink you have is from the plant that was planted in their farms. And you want to come and say that we are poor? Maybe it's the fact that you're so stupid and you don't realize that people pretend to your face that they're poor, but they're not poor. When I was in Africa, I was completely humbled by it. I had the same thinking, because UK makes you think that way. I had the same thinking that, oh, why? They don't have a sidewalk pavement. They don't have all these things. And I went there, there's a traffic light. I went there, there's zebra crossing. I went there, there's all these things. And then you're deep into yourself, raw, like, why do you guys paint Africa like that? Why are you trying to make Africa the enemy? Africa is not the enemy. And you need to realize this. Africa was a kingdom. It's Akan tribe. Akan tribe is Ghana. If you don't know that Akans is Ashanti people, then I don't know where you're coming from, friend. Because let me tell you something.
Ashanti culture and adopted UK culture. You're like a United Kingdom tether now. You don't like the Akan and Ashanti culture. You fled and left that culture, man.
Stupid, and you need to realize that the Gold Coast is literally Ghana. That's what the white tea called us. The white tea called them Gold Coast because it was literally a coast of gold. And the reason why a lot of them, you don't even realize that the reason why they were on your land for how many years, and you see every single day, you never realize the value. The same way Spaniards went to Peru and so
I don't know why the video stopped. I don't know why the video stopped.
Coco, and they were like, whoa, this is our money. They didn't realize it. They were like, why?
American beef. Do you guys feel like it's a beef? I don't feel like it's no beef, but I do feel like it's beef with your people.
I wouldn't say it's beef, but it's like hate. I wouldn't say no beef.
Can y'all see my screen? Hold on. Hold on, let me pull it back up.
We all want no beef, man.
Got you. So what do you feel the beef is, B? Personally.
Ain't no beef. I feel like. Oh, I'm sorry. You can't do that. I'm B. You B. Okay, go ahead. You say B. It sound D. But you call me B.
I don't know, something weird happening on my side. Can y'all see the screen cool? Can y'all hear and see everything cool? Somebody said, yeah, the audio low. Okay.
This weird ass.
So y'all can see the screen? We good? Because I can't see shit on my end. It's black. I don't know what the hell's StreamYard got going on. It says StreamYard is under construction. Could take a minute. So I just need y'all to let me know in the chat. I can't see nothing, but it shows up at my bottom screen that y'all can see it. So I just want to verify that y'all can see the screen. So it's all good.
That's entitlement. No, you're not entitled to sit there and just denigrate us.
Right.
And we're not doing anything to you. You're not entitled to denigrate us like that, and we ain't supposed to say nothing. We need to know who you are for our own damn safety. I don't want these tethers sitting around here with these anti-FBA views, and you're working as a damn doctor somewhere and about to do surgery on me. Or you're working at a school or daycare and I'm about to drop my kid off to your ass. I don't want you around me or my family if you have these kind of views. We need to know who the hell you are. We absolutely need to know. You're not going to sit here and try to shame us for exposing your hate. Let me play the clip of this woman. Now, she's very calm about her anti-FBA hatred. I want y'all to listen to some of this because this is their mindset. And we have to understand these kind of people among us. Now, this is the woman who's living in Houston. She's living down in Houston. And listen to how she feels about foundational Black Americans and how her parents taught her how to hate foundational Black Americans. Listen to this stuff right here. And yes, it's you already know the routine, $5 divestment wig, the whole cake soap, the whole thing. And her video is Akata versus Africans. So she's starting off the gate calling us Akatas. Akata versus African. And she's talking about how we, foundational Black Americans, we need to learn how to have the African mindset in order to be successful. The nerve and the audacity. All right, hold on. Oh boy, here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
I'm going to be discussing this really, this really interesting topic here. Why Africans don't like Black people, and why we refer to them as in a derogative way. So yeah, that's what we're going to discuss.
Another thing I want y'all to watch, and I know this because we always say,
man, these damn tethers are out of pocket. These damn tethers are.
What is the trace of your culture you're talking about? What is American culture? I want to know what is the Black American culture.
The culture, what is Black American culture? Nigga, you dressed up in that car looking like how you look right now. Because you sound like a dirty ass Nigerian, but don't dress, look, or sound like one. So something ain't right. You following somebody's culture, buddy boy. You need to get it together. You need to get it together.
Keep hearing this culture. Bro, the black Americans are the culture, maybe baby mama culture, you know, baby single women having 3 kids. That's probably their culture. Or the numbers of the highest incarcerated black young men in America. That's their culture. I don't know. Is it the pimp culture, the gang banging culture? Is that the culture?
All right, welcome back to another video of Overreacting. No book of, I go by the name of Eli. As always, we got Jew with us.
What it do? It's your boy Jew, and we out here making more content for you. Make sure you like, subscribe, and make sure you pick up the merch. DailyWrapUpCrew.co.
Listen, Ace is not here with us. He hasn't been here for a while. Like, I know y'all be in the comments. I'll be reading the comments. Ace is,
where is he?
Ace is still with.
Where is he?
Yo, at this point, I don't even know
what's happening. So I want to have a conversation real quick. You know, let's speak some knowledge, because recently somebody made a comment to me towards calling me a tether and all that kind of stuff. And I know y'all probably been hearing all this stuff from the whole Luke thing. The rest of y'all who do not know, Luke and Tariq Nasheed got into a whole big old thing, and he started calling him all kinds of names. And so they kept trying to say Luke was a tether because he's half Jamaican. And it kind of got to me. This makes absolutely zero sense from a
Nigga, we don't give a damn about your little tether feelings and how you feel hurt and butt hurt because we called out a tether, and because he said you can be a tether and be a mixed breed. If you're a mixed breed with a black immigrant and black American, but you undermine and always find yourself on the opposing side of black Americans, then bitch, you a tether. What else you want us to call you? There ain't nothing else to talk about. Let's
historical
listen to what this goofy got to say.
My father's side from the Carolinas, my mother's side from Georgia. All right. I know where the plantations were. Like, all that kind of stuff is all there. Like, you can always check your line. But this whole little thing about being a tether is problematic because it makes absolutely zero sense. And just so you know, which are like the foundation.
Shout out to True American for support channel as well. Shout out to True American.
All right, no Africans did. All right, so if you already are saying that that's going to be your main focal point is enslavement, then that's already a whole other separate issue that you need to worry about. Second, what they're saying is if you were from the Caribbean or somewhere else, then you don't understand. It's just different. And we know that there is some inner beef sometimes between Caribbeans will act as opposed to towards Americans, just like with some Africans, some Nigerians, and all that kind of stuff.
Y'all not us, so of course you're gonna not act like us. And you might be a half breed, but obviously more of that tether feature them come out. Like you might got a little American feature here, but as far as up here, boy, you don't sit your elongated head ass down. Return of the Jamaican coneheads. The father off of the baby kids in the face looking ass nigga.
And then there are also Americans who act that way, because let's not act like the first insult I ever heard told was the African booty scratcher. Where did that come from? That wasn't from them. So anyways, because this tether.
Oh, African booty scratcher was a joke towards other black Americans. It has nothing to do with you elongated head ass tethers. You wasn't even around. We was talking to our own people, nosy bastards.
Thing makes absolutely zero sense, and I'm gonna tell you why. First of all, the person who really tried to bring it up and thought he was really doing something, because I was like, it don't affect me, I don't care. But then I started thinking about it and I had to educate him one. He was, I'm from Georgia, cornbread, from Georgia. And the first thing I thought about was, does this person who is claiming all this foundational black this and that not realize that 40% of all the enslaved who were brought over came from the Caribbean to Georgia? 40% of those people came through the Caribbean, which means that there's some Caribbean in your lineage. Now,
ain't no goddamn Caribbean lineage and no people in Georgia. Who done told you and made that up? What Pan-African done sold you that story and that you done bought it? Use out your rabbit ass mind. Ain't no damn Caribbean culture and nobody in the damn Georgia. They got some of the deep rootedest Aboriginal culture. Man, your black face Stone Cold Steve Austin, Bill Goldberg, bald head ass. Man, if you don't shut the hell up, Man, Lonzo Mourning, Charles Barkley, motherfucking Gary Payton in his last days had ass.
If you just want to really cut off and say, oh, well, that don't count anymore because they're here when they first had that first child, which is obvious, which means you're doing a lot of hoops to be able to make it so you can be in a bucket to be separate from somebody. But I started thinking a little further. This is very reminiscent of when white was created, what they did before they learned about political power. Because let's not forget, it was all about nationalism. Because the Italians weren't white. The Irish weren't white. None of these people were. It was British only. And then all of a sudden they start realizing they were getting overpowered, overrun. There were other people, and they start realizing, and they say, hey, if we want to keep power, we need to start bringing these other people who look like us in. And that's what they did. Italians are very much different people from Polish. But yet, they saw that the political power and the social power and everything else was going to be, we have to be unified.
My bad, y'all. I don't know what the hell going on. Let me put this back on the screen. My bad. Y'all drop a fire emoji if y'all can hear me now. I had stepped my mic and I just want to be able to see the screen again. I gotta reset it. Let me reset it. Y'all let me know if y'all can hear me. Drop a fire emoji in the chat. Support the channel too, man. Support the movement, man. Drop them fire emojis if my audio is cool and if y'all can see the visuals and hear everything cool. Yeah. Shout out to everybody in the building. All my Aboriginals, all my FBAs. You know what I'm saying? Turn up. Y'all got them fire emojis.
We don't want to do that. We don't want to be inclusive. Even though we came over here together. All right. There were already some people of dark skin who were already here, and there were new people who were brought here.
No. There was already people here, and that's just it. They didn't bring none of that shit over here. They weren't bringing niggas over here. It doesn't even make sense. Because according to the 16 and 19 story, if they brought these people from Africa prior to 1619 to the Caribbean islands, why is the same English and Spanish people, why is the same Spanish people taking them same African slaves back to Europe when they could have just took them from Africa to Europe in the first place? That let me know that they never came from Africa from the beginning. See, this is the lies that they be trying to tell y'all.
And they mixed and all.
Are y'all familiar with the 1619 story? Are y'all familiar with this fake ass 1619 story that we done debunked so many damn times? Hold on, let me pull it up. Let me pull it up. John Ralph. Let me pull up these John Ralph inserts. This slave arrival. Oh, y'all not familiar with that? The whole narrative is bogus. I'm gonna pull it up. Hold on, give me 2 seconds. We'll pull it up in just a second. We're gonna play some more of these clips. But let me drop this. Let me drop the link to in the chat just in case anybody want to come on and have a conversation. Let's get back to more of this Tether Bible. Come on, man. I'll be dipped in shit and rolled in breadcrumbs before I allow my grandmama to stay in some shit like this, or my mama to stay in some shit like this. A tuna can with a bunch of popsicle sticks on your front door? You got to be kidding me. That ain't nothing but a tuna can with popsicle sticks as a front door. I'll be dipped in shit and rolled in breadcrumbs before I allow my folks to stay in some stuff like that. This is degenerate culture.
Good afternoon, ma. How much do you pay for rent here?
25,000.
25,000 monthly or yearly?
Yearly.
Yearly.
Yes.
Man, she paid $25,000 a year to stay in there. Man, do you know what $25,000 in Nigerian money is the equivalent of? Let me look this shit up, man. Hold on. Hold on. We got to look up this math. 25,000 in Nigerian. In Nigerian money. All right. Hold on. Damn. Hit the wrong link. Let me go back. All right. Hold on. Let's convert it. No. That ain't what I'm saying. Let's go to 25,000. Man, $25,000 in Nigerian money is $32 in America, man. It's $32.05 in America. Hold on, let me show y'all this. Just so y'all know I ain't bullshit. We went to the real journal exchange, Nigerian, $25,000 in Nigerian Naira money, and then and the equivalent to USD is $32. Man, that lady paid $3,200 to stay in a damn tuna can. Come on, man. $32.05 to stay in here a year. She's paying that a year. What's that? What's that? $2.25 a month? That's $2.25 a month. I mean, that ain't bad to live in a little tuna can with popsicle sticks as your front door. I mean, $2.25 a month? Come on, gang. Now see. Now I gotta get in the African mind right quick. Hold on, let me get into a little tether mind right quick. $2.25 a month.
Okay, please can you take me a tour of your place? What do you do here?
Fish.
You say?
Fish, I dry fish there.
You dry fish there?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh.
So,
the living room is diabolical.
Well, are these your children?
Yes, fish.
And look what she doing. Scratching her motherfucking ass. She's scratching her motherfucking ass as we speak. An African booty scratcher in Africa scratching a African booty. This is crazy.
Is that?
Twist.
Twist.
Yes.
Wow.
I'll show you.
Look, what I say. Popsicle sticks for the floor.
I didn't know
you can just go fishing. Or they kids can just fall through the hole. Who knows?
Do your stoves fall inside this water sometimes?
I go enter earlier.
You enter inside the water and take it?
Yes.
Oh, wow. Where do you have your bath? Can we go there?
One of y'all little nasty ass niggas in the chat would have tried to hit right there in the shower. Because that's their shower right here. This they shower. This is where they go take a. Come on, man. Sheesh. Humanity ain't that bad, y'all. Hey, you got to be thankful to be an American sometimes, family. Sometimes you got to look at stuff. This is your bathroom. Damn.
Of your culture you're talking about. What?
Cuz just made me laugh. I don't even know what he is or what he about to say. He just looked funny as fuck to me. This nigga look like Smoke Signal, younger brother. Fire warning. You got Smoke Signal and fire warning. You're looking at.
So you haven't seen one FBA attack white people. Is what you're saying, basically. Okay. So you're not aware of what happened in Cincinnati the other day?
Oh, this big tether. Damn, Smoke. My bad. I ain't gonna do you like that. He don't look like Smoke no more. He still look like Smoke, but damn, he ain't talking like This nigga a tether dog. Yeah, hold on.
So you haven't seen one FBA attack white people, what you're saying, basically. Okay. So you're not aware of what happened in Cincinnati the other day? You're not aware that we're coming off the 2nd anniversary of the Montgomery Brawl? You don't know what that is? You're not aware of Carmelo Anthony? You're not aware of the hundreds of years that we have been fighting against white supremacy since we've been here, including the Civil War? You're not aware of none of that. Okay. See, it's lying tethers like you, which is why we are delineating. That's why
You just confused me again. I thought he was a tether the way he was talking. Maybe this is fire signal, fire warning. You feel me? Damn. He came in with a whole soliloquy. You feel me? Threw me off. Like I just mislabeled this nigga like 3 times. He a nigga.
In our own lineage, and why we're separating from the likes of you, because you're lying tethers. That's all you are. And the reason I know you're a tether is because I went to your page and I seen a little Puerto Rican flag with the Spanish music. Nothing wrong with that, except for when you come to try to undermine us and you spread lies. Then you said the A in our name means that we love Massa more than Kunta. That's another little slick little shade that you're throwing. The A is for American. That's where we're born. That's where you fled to, from Puerto Rico. So what does that say about you? What does it say that you fled from your homeland to come here? And then you want to disrespect us for having pride in where we're from. That's weird. Tether behavior right there. Then you said the foundation. At our foundation, we were only 3/4.
Hey, big fire warning going hard though. I ain't gonna lie.
I'm assuming that you don't know it's actually 3/5, and that was the compromise that was made after the Civil War, so that the South wouldn't get too much representation. They only counted 3/5 of the black population in the South because they didn't want the South to be overrepresented or to be properly represented and have too much sway in the Senate. And you said the FBA equals COINTELPRO. But the only person actually spreading misinformation is you. That's what COINTEL is, misinformation. Trying to throw off black nationalists because that's what FBA is. It's black nationalism. The goal of COINTELPRO was to dismantle, misdirect, dilute, and disrupt activities of black nationalism. That's exactly what foundational black American is black nationalism. So it's people like you that are making this delineation move that much stronger, and I thank you for that. I thank you for that. Because if it wasn't for the likes of you, many of us wouldn't understand, because we were always trying to be kumbaya. Our Puerto Rican and Caribbean brothers or African brothers, we tried to be kumbaya and show love, only for it to always be used against us. But now people like you are actually helping our delineation movement and making it clear that skin folk don't mean that we kinfolk. And just because you're a minority and just because your country was devastated by the same people that devastated ours, it don't mean we brothers, because we see.
Right, we not brothers, my nigga.
They jealous of us because we the best to do it out of the whole diaspora. They jealous of us because the Grand Canyon is where Moses parted the Red Sea and the Mississippi River is...
Oh shit, she went far left with it. Shout out to sister. We ain't in the diaspora though.
denial. Just like Jesus was hung from a tree, guess what the KKK did to us? The same 3 crosses at Calvary is the same 3 crosses the KKK burned. The wood that Jesus was hanged from, the tree that he was hung from, the wood that Noah's Ark was built from, all of that is native to North America. So don't let these people anger you, okay? Because we got a promise for us, and it's coming.
She just went in real quick.
I will tell them they need to hear this shit from somebody like me. Okay. Oh, hello, African Americans. How are you doing?
She played too much. See, I can just look at a nigga and tell when they playing. See, this is a nigga American playing games. I don't even know this lady. But I'm going on a limb and say this is a nigga American playing games. Let's run it back.
Tell them they need to hear this shit from somebody like me. Okay. Oh, hello, African Americans. Oh, how are you doing today? This is a message from the AU. Okay. I have heard, or rather, we have heard that you guys have been online snooping. I mean, looking through documents and making videos of the AU's request for reparations. Okay. What we are doing is trying to get your government to help fund the rebuild of Africa so that you, African Americans, can come home. Okay? You belong to Africa. You are Africans. Okay? Stop calling yourself Black Americans. You are Africans. Okay? You are not black. You are African. Okay? And everything that you do,
she got some pretty ass eyes,
belongs to Africa. All of the hip hop, the rap music, the Tupac Shakur, the Michael Jackson, Man in the Mirror, the Beyonce, all of that belongs to Africa. Okay? You have no choice. When your government gives us the money, we will go home and we will rebuild for you, African Americans. Stop being so ungrateful. Okay, we are getting this money for you to rebuild a home for you because you, African Americans, belong to Africa. You are Africans. I will tell them they need to hear this shit from somebody.
She funny as hell. I ain't even gonna lie. She funny as shit.
What's up, my people? I want to ask.
This FBA group is a cult.
Girl, if you don't sit your fat Latino, Dominican, Big Pun, Fat Joe in the face ass looking ass up. If you don't shut your ass up, you big fat porta taco pinata face ass. If you don't go sit your big pico de gallo bathing ass down. You up here motherfucking talking. You husky Hispanic. Don't get over here popping it. We on your ass.
And I just left the cult. And it took me some time to realize that I just left the cult.
And we're back with another FBA fact check. How do you leave something that doesn't exist? Keep on telling you FBA, aka the American Freedmen, is a bloodline, not a cult. There's no organization dues. There's no leaders. There's no meetings because it's a bloodline. You're either born FBA or you're not. And just to do my due diligence, oh, that's you, right? Afro-French Caribbean girl? Yeah, seems like you're not there, right? And these are the people who we call tethers. People who are deliberately trying to undermine us for absolutely no reason, because they don't like the fact that we're delineating in order to get what's owed to us. And it's crazy how this woman tried to say that we be out here using white supremacist talking points when we do the exact opposite. But when these people get here, that's exactly what they do, trying to jump on the coattails of white supremacy. Oh, we just work harder. Y'all just mad because we're more desirable. My family came to America with $2 in their pockets, knowing that that's a lie. Foundational Black Americans, aka the American Freedmen, has been the only people on this continent and around the world that actively fight white supremacy, go right up to the face of them, slap them in the face and all of that stuff. So miss me with this whole, they're a white supremacist cult, because we're delineating from people like this. Why should we want to be united with people like this? These people are movement disruptors and they should be treated as such. Now, I don't know if she ain't take her medication or what, but for her to create this whole elaborate story about FBAs being a cult and we're attacking her online, FBAs are everywhere, whether you know it or not, because like I said, there's 45 to 47 million of us, and the rest are Black immigrants and tethers. What's so hard to understand about that? And if you go anywhere cosplaying this while disrespecting this, yeah, people are going to jump down your throat, no matter where you are. So, to recap, foundational Black Americans, aka the American Freedmen, are not a cult.
She's a Caribbean French.
This is why I say like that FBA shit is a fucking cult. Wait, first of all, get to the fucking here. Hold on.
And it went something like this.
This is why I say like that FBA shit is a fucking cult. Wait, first of all, get to the fucking here. Hold on. If I don't get no comments about my hair, y'all some fucking haters, and y'all not getting no fucking trauma review. I don't care. But these niggas will dead ass call every brown skin or dark skin black person who don't agree with their dumb ass xenophobia, or like if it's not even xenophobia, just dumb ass MAGA talking points, and then all of us.
Hold on, why your lip folded in like that, gang? Hold on, I keep saying a lip foldage. You got some lip foldage going on over there, buddy. I think you might be a tether. This nigga got some lip foldage. You don't see that damn lip folding? Pay attention.
Said you're a fucking tether. I'm a fucking tether with two black American parents. All right, buddy. Then they like found that one video of me with the fucking Dominican flag, and they're like, "I knew you were a tether. Go back to Dominican." Nigga, I'm only Dominican because of an African American subgroup. You stupid bitch. I've been said I was multi-ethnic, and I've been said I was mostly African American. You're not eating with that. My grandmother is an African American from New Jersey. She's in New Jersey and marries. My grandfather is from Georgia. He's Afro-Indigenous and African American. He's Gullah Geechee and Afro-Indigenous, bitch. He's from Georgia.
This is just a little gay coon.
What are you talking about? My mom's family is all mixed up, but her grandfather's grandmothers are slaves in America. What are you talking about? I want to be African American. Nigga, I don't want to be African American, bitch. I am African American. You're not eating with that dumb shit. And the crazy thing is, if you go to some of their pages when they're only promoting.
Before I get my homie to come check your ass. Zay, hey homie, come check this this nigga. He don't know we Aboriginals, gang.
FBAs and black Americans, they're only posting people lighter than a brown paper bag. That's why I say like that should be a fucking cult. And that's why I was like, well, I'm not claiming this dumbass shit. I'm not claiming this dumbass shit.
You can always tell the niggas that be Lil Nas X fans. They kind of be looking like that nigga, bro. Like he gives Lil Nas X.
The only people who are that question you that are tethers are black Americans who are dark skinned. But light skinned black Americans that question you, they're not tethers. Gee, I wonder why you niggas be the ops. And the crazy thing is there's like 4 content creators that have been exposed for not actually being black American. Them niggas be like Haitian and shit. But you can tell. Yeah, no, you niggas can't. Shut the fuck up. This is why I say like that FBA shit is a fucking cult. Wait, first of all, get to the fucking hair. Hold on. If I don't get no comments about my hair, y'all some.
He gay. He want us to comment.
And it went something like this.
And they roll up.
Buffalo soldiers were colonizers. And
hold on, you know.
And they roll up on us like colonizers.
You know, Tariq be
They
killing.
come in our community, start planting the flag, and then they try to redefine who we are. They start telling us, you niggas are African. Like, no, we're foundational black Americans. That is a cult. That is a head group. That's what the Spanish and the British would do to Native people. They would tell the Native people, well, your customs are heathenness. You have primitive, evil customs. Your customs and your own identity is evil. You need to convert to Christianity and speak this new language and change your culture. That's what the European colonizers would do. You would demonize the native people, their culture and their customs and their identity. You would demonize it and try to make them you, while you are still hoarding resources and putting up a barrier that the natives can't get access to. The Tethers do that to us. We're supposed to give them everything we have, but if we use a name, well, y'all can't use Drove. That's a Caribbean thing. How dare you think you can use our culture while we come over here and pillage yours?
That's what colonizers do. We got to understand that. See, we think as foundational Black Americans, we look out for colonizers, we look out for a white face. And we think, okay, if it's a black face, that's the person that we're supposed to protect. That's our brother. We got to ride with him. It ain't like that. We better understand melanated enemies out here. Everybody ain't on the team. And they roll up on us like colonizers. They come in our community, start planting the flag, and then they try to redefine who we are. They start telling us, you niggas are African. Like, no, we're foundational Black Americans. That is a cult. That is a hate group. That's what the Spanish and the British would do to Native people. They would tell the Native people, well, your customs are heathenists. You have primitive, evil customs. Your customs and your own identity is evil. You need to convert to Christianity and speak this new language and change your culture. That's what the European colonizers would do. You would demonize the Native people, their culture and their customs and their identity. You would demonize it and try to make them you, while you are still hoarding resources and putting up a barrier that the natives can't get access to. The Tethers do that to us. We're supposed to give them everything we have, but if we use a name, well, y'all can't use Drove. That's a Caribbean thing. How dare you think you
Right. They got mad at Michael B. Jordan. All them Trinidadians and all them Caribbeaners was mad. You can't use that name. Even Nicki Minaj chimed in and said something to Michael B. Jordan about it. You feel what I'm saying? That's a fact.
you can use our culture while we come over here and pillage yours. That's what colonizers do.
Yeah, these damn tethers are colonizers. They're tetherists, not terrorists. Tetherists. They're here to get the nigga, to deprive and leech and pillage and gain notoriety and social stability and political footing and seating on the backs of us. Tetherists.
We got to understand that. See, we think as foundational Black Americans, we look out for colonizers, we look out for a white face. And we think, okay, if it's a black face, that's the person that we're supposed to protect. That's our brother. We got to ride with him. It ain't like that. We better understand melanated enemies out here. Everybody ain't on the team. And they roll up on us like colonizers. They come in our community, start planting the flag, and then they try to redefine who we are. They start telling us, you niggas are African. Like, no, we're foundational Black Americans. That is a cult. That is a hate group. That's what the Spanish and the British would do to Native people. They would tell the Native people, well, your customs are heathenists. You have primitive, evil customs. Your customs and your own identity is evil. You need to convert to Christianity and speak this new language and change your culture. That's what the European colonizers would do. You would demonize the Native people, their culture and their customs and their identity. You would demonize it and try to make them you, while you are still hoarding resources and putting up a barrier that the natives can't get access to. The Tethers do that to us. We're supposed to give them everything we have, but if we use a name, well, y'all can't use Drove. That's a Caribbean thing. How dare you think you can use our culture while we come over here and pillage yours? That's what colonizers do. We got to understand that. See, we think as foundational Black Americans, we look out for colonizers, we look out for a white face. And we think, okay, if it's a black face, that's the person that we're supposed to protect. That's our brother. We got to ride with him. It ain't like that. We better understand melanated enemies out here. Everybody ain't on the team. And they roll up on us like colonizers. They come in our community, start planting the flag,
My bad.
and
Hold
then
on.
they try to redefine who we
Buffalo soldiers were colonizers, and that shouldn't be a difficult concept to understand.
And this is why people calling you a tether. Buffalo soldiers, here's the full context.
and they roll up on.
Hold on.
Buffalo soldiers were colonizers, and that shouldn't be a difficult concept to understand.
And this is why people calling you a tether. Buffalo soldiers, here's the full context. Every single tribe that went after, including the Comanche, one of the main tribes that went after owned black slaves. That's why they actually did it. And on top of that, the slave-owning native tribes never paid us reparations. See, I come from a family, a lineage that was not only owned partially by the Choctaw, but on my father's side, got a great uncle who's a Buffalo soldier. So I know the whole history was passed down. See, this is why I can go back and forth with people like you and prove you wrong every single time based on history. Name one tribe they ever went after that didn't own slaves. And before you say it, please Google search it. If you say Comanche, I'm just going to block you outright. Don't say Yurok. Don't say Apache. Don't say the 5 civilized tribes. Which one? Name one.
Buffalo soldiers were colonizers, and that shouldn't be a difficult concept to
Man,
understand.
whoever believes that.
And this is why people calling you
colonizers is dumb.
There's nothing wrong with the throwbacks. It just reminds you of a negative time in your life. Yeah. Just get over it. Shit, what is this shit? Bills. Oh, this shit came out when they called me a booty scratcher. So yeah, they called you a booty scratcher when Bills was out. You know, so that bothers you. So now they want to get into this thing where they want to erase that FBA sound, you know. That erasure, that's not going to happen. We're not going to have. There's nothing wrong with the throwbacks. It just reminds you of a.
My roots are Jamaican, but my fruit grew on American soil. I believe in God, family, and freedom.
Man, if you don't sit your tether.
Why, when it comes to Black Americans, I have no respect.
Bitch, we ain't got no respect for you, you weird ass nigga.
I have no respect. I don't put Black Americans with African Americans. See, here's the virtual signaler, and you see her in that video conflate the two. She talks about African Americans, she talks about Black Americans. Please, let's not confuse the two. And she knows this. Black Americans and African Americans are not the same people. I have no respect for Black Americans, because Black Americans have not done anything. The ones that I have respect, that I have the highest respect for, that I even put above white people, African Americans. I'm not talking about the ones that are in the 80s and 70s. I'm talking about those you might as well put them in the bucket with the Black Americans. I have no respect for them either. African Americans that she is trying to claim credit from, they were not Black Americans, they were African Americans who in their Africanness, their African energy, their African spirituality fought for the pride and the stuff that she even enjoys today. They didn't call themselves Black Americans. As a matter of fact, the term Black Americans, let me help you understand this. Historically, this is not the first time that term has existed. As a matter of fact, when slavery ended in 1865, and African Americans, the 14th Amendment was passed in 1868, which is when the term American Negroes started. First it was Negroes, Black Negroes, and the term went into, Black Americans. There was a time that term Black American was used in the 1800s. African Americans who were enslaved, who were descendants from slaves, said no, they want to be African Americans. They don't want to be identified as Black Americans. That was what they said. The white folks didn't label them that. That was the label they chose. And because they wanted to identify and be part of a bigger thing than themselves. They wanted to be tied to a continent, right? To be part of a people larger than what was represented here in the United States. And they knew that their ancestry came from Africa. That was the
our ancestors. Just
what's good in the hood, my people?
Just listening to these clowns is crazy.
Y'all vibing, huh?
What?
Big chillin', no cap, straight busting as they say yes.
Yo, who is this dude?
I'm weak. Bro, what? What's good in the hood, my people? Y'all vibing, huh?
What?
Carolina.
Okay, where you from?
I'm in North Carolina.
No,
Raleigh,
brother.
North Carolina.
I just got out the shower.
Carolina.
Okay, where you from?
Ugly as hell.
I'm in North Carolina.
No,
Raleigh,
brother.
North Carolina.
Where are you from?
I'm from here. I was born in this country.
No. I see your hairline. You're not a foundational Black American with that hairline, nigga. Where in the fuck is your family from?
New York. I was born in New York.
No, where is your family from? I see that hairline. What part of Ghana is your fucking family from, nigga?
You're
what
very
part of Uganda?
Nigga, it's a science to hairline identifying. This nigga is from Nigeria. I bet I can peep his hairline. I see the Nigerian bubble bead ridge build up on the left corner. That's definitely Nigerian.
No, nigga. What part of Uganda are you from, nigga? Stop
Probably Igbo to be exact. You see what I'm saying?
playing. Where are you from? Where's
I'm
your
from
family
America. I was born in this country.
No, you're not. Not where you were born. You're an anchor baby. What part of the Congo did your family come from, nigga?
I don't know.
Okay, now let's play a game. Your family, your mom and dad or your granddad's are immigrants. I see that hairline, nigga. I see them assy fucking knuckles. You are not no foundational Black American. I know my people. I see that disco.
Carolina.
Okay, where you from?
I'm in North Carolina.
No.
Raleigh,
brother.
North Carolina.
Where are you from?
This nigga
I'm
ugly.
from here. I was born in this country.
I just got out the shower.
Did you? Good. Let me get some of them M&M's.
And y'all want to hear something funny? I have about 100 tethers in my filter comments trying to jump me.
Where you at?
All because of what I said in a video that I previously made before this one, talking about them diaspora demons. How you hating from outside the country and you can't even get in?
I could listen to this lady all day. She got a nice, soothing sound with the accent.
See, thing is, everybody has an opinion. You don't have to like mine, and I don't have to like yours. The difference between me and you is that if I don't like your opinion, I keep it moving. I might even block you, but I keep it moving. Stay out my comments with that broken language and incorrect spelling. Because the gag is, nobody sees your comment but me, because the comments are filtered. All
I'm about to end this show and go grab me a bag of them M&M's.
I do is block your ass. I just got out the shower. And y'all want to hear something?
Keeping the G ain't nothing, but you ain't. Let me tell you something. Do not let them Africans speak for y'all.
Tell him again, my brother. I'm an indigenous black Scottish man.
Indigenous black Scottish men? Nigga, you ain't got no kilt on, nigga. What y'all be wearing them man skirts, nigga? You ain't get into your culture, nigga.
I'm tired of these wee little Africans and Caribbeans trying to get into my country. You lot are first, second generation immigrants. My family lineage has been in Scotland ever since the 1400s. Yeah, and I can even prove it. Yeah, all these immigrants are trying to cosplay us foundational black Scottishmen. Yeah, appreciate you, man. My nigga, my nigga, my nigga. Yeah.
Sit your ass down. You doing too much. You said nigga like 4 times. You ain't supposed to turn that motherfucker into a Chandler Scottish kilt wearing ass nigga. Calm down, cuzzo.
Because I'm fully African, I'm fully Nigerian, but I'm also fully American.
Boy, if you don't sit your fully gorilla brolic half buff, dancing Nigerian, fancy foot, having ass down, boy. Nobody give a fuck about your extra hyper ADHD got bit by a baboon when I was 3 looking ass.
American. I'm a citizen. I grew up in Montgomery.
And this is the tether behavior we got to stay away from, ladies and gentlemen. This man is confused about his nationality. He calls himself Nigerian. He says he's African American, but Nigerian. He says he's a black man. Also said he's an American citizen, and you can't tell him no different. And then he immediately goes into tether mode. First thing he say, oh, Africans just be chilling. We mind our own business. We da-da-da-da, but you got on here preferencing, saying we all got it, kumbaya and all this shit, and we all look alike and you are black American, but then you start taking sides, and this is the discourse that we have. And that's why we just want to be left alone, left to our own vices, do our own thing, enjoy our own culture, because when we do our own thing, we don't be worrying about nobody until somebody come peeping in, talking about what y'all doing in there, and then somebody always invite, come on to the cookout. We don't need none of that shit, though. We self-sufficient, and we doing our own thing over here. But we need to establish some type of line. You know what I mean? We got to establish our own thing, because it's way...
This family dude sound like he from Philly. I guarantee J Mac from Philly.
Way too many people getting on here throwing around the black word and the African American. It's getting out of M-Town.
Oh, he from Middletown.
Most of the black people standing up for Latinos during the ICE raids are immigrants. Let's talk about it.
I saw a video of a Congolese woman talking down on black Americans. I saw a video of an...
Girl, you ain't about to get no bag of rice. Well, we respect it.
Now, FBA.
Oh, shit. Now I ain't about to give you no motherfucking kids. Put them crusty, big, booglies up. God damn. Shaniqua. Shanae. Shana. Put them motherfucking lips up, man. You go suck on some Ngoozi soup with them them soup blowers. Those some motherfucking super loaded soup blowers. You can tell them before be blowing off that Ngoozi soup.
Take a look at this wide mouth bass. We have Tethers on here cosplaying as us. She in my comments early this morning mad because I want to say I'm an African. I said I'm FBA.
Right. FBA, Aboriginal, American Indian, it's all the same. Make sure y'all support the channel, man. Y'all got to support the movement, man. If y'all enjoy this type of content, y'all let me know in the comment section, man. Also, I encourage you guys to hit that like button, man. We looking a little shiesty on the like. 131 people listening and 108 likes is crazy. 2 supporters is crazy. But we are appreciative. But listen, let's get back into some of this. This is crazy. This lip is $500. Villa Nation. 500. You giving it a kiss?
So then she want to go back and forth and question, but I'm look at the top of the screen closely. I'm looking at one flag that says it's for Juneteenth. The other flag is for America. So I'm like, okay, are you cool, sis? You cool? FBA is not a choice. It's a lineage. It's a race of people. She getting madder and madder, going back and off, trying to make me say I'm African. So I goes to the Blowfish's page, and she says she's a wine connoisseur, hood politician. Okay.
Not bad, Villa. I'm just asking, gang. I'm just asking. Hike up. $500. You kissing this lady on the lips? Don't ask no question. You got 2 seconds to answer. Go ahead.
You up early, drunk as hell. Now, FBA, take a look at this wide mouth bass.
A wide mouth
We have
bass
Tethers.
is crazy, though. I ain't even gonna lie to you.
Black Americans always...
Man. Come on now, pal. That's a billy goat, cuz. Hear me out, cuz. This is the Jamaican billy goat, cuz. This is a new kind. He might be Zimbabwean.
Claim that everybody hate them.
Damn, I didn't even know his name was the GOAT. I just looked over his name is the GOAT. Yeah, he looked like a Billy Goat.
People don't like them. The Africans, we don't like them. That our parents told us that we should stay away from them, and yet they're the one with a slur, with a derogatory.
Man, if you don't take your, I can't believe it's not butter in my motherfucking mouth ass nigga. 24 karat yellow smile ass nigga. Easter bunny teeth ass nigga. I only eat yellow substance butter and mustard looking ass nigga. Boy, your teeth yellow as hell. Boy, your ass like a whole different species. Neanderthal mouth ass is nigga. Homo erectus ass mouth ass nigga. I just left from Africa 2 days ago and I got gangrene in my teeth ass nigga. Boy, you ain't got no animal. Boy, your ass is an animal. Your ass is filthy ugly. Boy, your ass. The fuck is these little piranha teeth ass, dolphin mouth ass boy? Boy, your shit look like a pucker fish. Boy, your teeth jacked the fuck up, boy. Your shit must have been ripping over coconuts. Now your shit just been ripping off coconut. I'm talking about raw coconut, just fresh off the vine with the little brown husk on that motherfucker. Yeah, you still got brown husk stains on your motherfucking teeth, boy.
Derogatory term for African immigrants, and that word is tether. I didn't know that because I've been seeing a lot of FBA saying that word.
It ain't tether, it's tether. It's tether. You don't even know what the hell you talking about. Them yellow ass teeth got you saying extra ass words and shit. Oh baby shark do 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 do. Man, if you don't get your motherfucking Revenge of the Nerds looking ass on, you goddamn black African Zimbabwe wanna go camping with Ernest looking ass nigga.
In my comment. So I went and I looked it up and see what that words mean. And that word is basically a derogatory term that black Americans came up with to describe African immigrant. And then yet they're the one who gonna say that we hate them. Africans don't have any derogatory term for you guys, but y'all do for us. Black Americans always claim that everybody hate them. That people don't like.
Ooh, wee. Boy, we got the money shot. No Diddy. Boy, your teeth is fucked up, gang. I ain't even got nothing else to say. The chat gonna have at that.
I personally love when somebody calls me a tether.
Baby girl, you couldn't hide it if you want to. Where you from? Ghana? You got 3 scarves on, and you ain't even got no hair. This just a part of your culture. This just part of your culture. You got 3 scarves on and a bald head, girl. And guess what? No eyebrows. Come on, man. You was out of your mind. You androgynous face, created player off of 2K. You look like I'm about to create a new boxing player off of Fight Night. Goddamn, your ass look weird as hell with no eyebrows. Shorty, your ass tripping. Oh, hell no. PTS. She's a maniac. Nah, hold on. She got her popping it with no eyebrows, sis. Redo your video and draw some shit on or something. This lady look like Little Bill, like a little cartoon character. Like, what's going on with you, man? This don't look real. You look AI. Create me a person, and you forgot to tell them to put eyebrows in or some shit. That's sick. I ain't gonna lie to you, gang. I ain't gonna lie to you. That's sick. Little Bill with a scarf on is crazy.
What, like, it's supposed to hurt my feelings, and it's just like, and so was your first black president. Ah! Ah! And so was your first black vice president. Ah! Ah! I personally love when somebody calls me a tether. What, like, it's supposed to hurt my feelings, and it's just like.
And she got an underbite. Damn. She got a beak
And
like
so was your first black president.
she got a beak like a pelican.
Who gives a fuck? Pan-Africanism isn't the fucking devil, it's just dying. She has no choice but to be Pan-Africanist because she has 1 million motherfucking followers.
Oh my God. So we have this tether, y'all, who's, doing the usual talk.
You can tell my boy is an introvert. Shout out to my Aboriginal Black American brother. Look at him, he an introvert. And he love anime, but he about let him cook though.
Talking down about Black American problems. Originally, one of my followers sent me a video of her talking down about Black American men. So I looked through her page and she's, talking down just about Black Americans in general. And woman, you are a Jamaican, by the way, who left Jamaica because it's a failed country, your failed society, to come over to America, the country that Black Americans built. But now you're bringing up our problems despite you fleeing your country, Jamaica, to get away from your problems. Bro, this is getting annoying with you tethers. Y'all leave y'all country. Don't even address y'all problems in your own country because y'all run from your problems in your own country. But then come here talking down about Black American problems. How about you worry about problems in Jamaica? Stop and pause the video, ma'am. These are problems in your
He cooking now.
Country of Jamaica. I looked up literally problems in Jamaica, and as you can see, stop and pause the video. You can see right here. You can't even get on public transportation in Jamaica because of high crime and violence. This is problems in your country, ma'am, but you're talking about Black American problems. How about you worry about Black Jamaican problems? Imagine on how unsafe a country is to the point you can't even ride the public transportation. I'm from South Florida hood, and I'm safe riding the public transportation. How about you address those problems I just showed you? How about you address every problem in Jamaica and stop worrying about Black American problems and Black men in America and Black women in America? Worry about your problems in Jamaica. See, y'all love to bring up everything going on in our culture and our problems, but bring up your.
So yeah, man, a lot of these people discredit who we are. You know what I'm saying? That's just on a minute level. You know what I'm saying? They don't like that we pushing this information out. You see what I'm saying? So I don't know what's up with it. We're gonna get into some more content though. We're gonna get into some more content. Let's
Notice how every other
let's get into it real quick. Y'all wanna I'm only gonna be here for about another 15-20 minutes. So make sure y'all hit that like button, thumb up the video, support the channel. Let's go.
race have their own.
See, you can tell our sisters between the African sister. It's a quite obvious difference.
Subgroups like cultural diversity and ethnic breakdowns. But when it comes to us over here, the indigenous over here is hard to believe. What I mean by that is like, look at Asians. You got Filipino, Vietnamese, Chinese, Japanese, like even with the Spanish people, Spanish have like what? You have Mexican and then Cuban and you have what? Dominican and then Peruvian. But when it comes to the indigenous people of America, you're only African American. That's it, that's all. That don't seem weird to y'all? We okay with that? That don't seem weird to y'all? And then when you try to vocalize
Keep going, sister. I'm listening.
that, oh well, I have my own cultural differences as well. No, how dare you? Like what? You're only African American, although I have never ever freaking stepped foot in Africa a day of my life. Them people didn't even really like me at first and probably still don't until just now.
All I've ever known was here. Like, ancestry go back, way back, here. But we're not allowed to have our ethnic breakdowns and cultural diversity as indigenous Americans here. Like, what? Like, be for real. I was watching Trump on TV talking about how African Americans love him. It's hard to decipher which African Americans.
King Same, how about you hit that link? Because I don't believe that you Tethers and you Jamaican Caribbeans are the same. Y'all call us Yankees and you call yourself Yardie boys. We're not the same, brother.
Well, which subgroup they're talking about. Because I know you ain't talking about me. But based off of their logic, it's hard to tell which group of us don't really care for him. He can just categorize us all in one subgroup. Just weird to me, you know? Notice how every other race have their own subgroups.
All right, so the Aboriginal versus African argument is very stupid. If you're melanated, it doesn't matter. We're the same people. We share the same.
Man, you goddamn emu, ostrich, long bird neck face having ass nigga. You don't even know what the hell you talking about. Like, man, you coming over here with this fucking elongated neck, man. Your ass like an emu. Damn human ostrich. You ain't talking shit. You ain't talking about nothing.
Same DNA and genetics, the same lineage. No matter if you're from America or Africa, we come from the cosmos. We don't even come from Earth or the spiritual realm, as you would say, the primordial waters.
Man, the goddamn emperor got a new groove in his little pet llama face ass nigga.
We're the first beings to come out of the primordial waters, meaning that we are beings of chaos, meaning that we are everything and nothing at the same time. It's time to take our power back as
he look just like that llama off the emperor's got a new groove.
melanated people. All right, so the Aboriginal.
Now I'm here to expose it all. Now this is a good one, y'all. This is a good one. A melanated peoples, brace yourself and
to address the issue.
Thank you so much for the safe space and
Today, I'm gonna show y'all the difference between the American Aboriginals, the women, and African women.
Let's go. Cook, nephew.
And hopefully you'll start to see the difference at the end of the video. Okay? An American, an African, an American, Aboriginal, and an African, an American, Aboriginal, and an African, an American, Aboriginal, and an African. All right? One more time. An American, Aboriginal, and West Africans. Now hopefully your eyes can see it when you go out today. Today,
yeah, it's a blatant, obviously.
Yeah, great grandfather. Yeah,
Yes.
second grade.
Okay.
Third grade. But what I'm seeing and what the parents told me, these were not slaves. This was his family. But when they come to question them, they numbered them as slaves. Okay, then he moved them up to up around Kansas to get away from the war. And that's where my grandfather was born, up in Mapleton, Kansas. And then after the war, they came back to Oklahoma.
So they did not want to clearly integrate themselves into that whole Southern way of living pertaining to slavery. Is that what you're saying?
I have seen a few records where my great-great-grandmother was a slave of Joe Morton, and this is my great-grandfather's daddy.
I see. So Joe Morton, was he a Cherokee?
He was Cherokee, yes.
Okay. So the Cherokees had black slaves?
Yes.
Yes. And was their way of slavery similar to, for example, the English?
I don't think so.
No.
I think it was more like you were family.
Oh.
And
Right. He said, was your slavery just like the English slavery? She said, no. It was more like you was being a family. So let's go to the etymology of the word family, right? Family, servant, household, servant, domesticated collectively, servant, household, members of a household, estate, property, household, including relatives or servants, abstract noun, servant, slave, unknown origin. That's what the word family means. It was used almost synonymously. We're not talking about chattel slavery, though. A whole different system of work, organ, and chores. Go back to the etymology of the word chores. Do I got to put that in for you as well? Let's get it.
He had a child by my great-great-grandmother. And but as far as I can tell, they were all still just family.
I see. I see. So they were allowed to, they had the same opportunities that the other Cherokees had? And were they allowed to intermarry and read and write and all of those things?
Oh yes, they were allowed. My folks, my grandfather, my mother, well, my two grandfathers and my mother and father, they could read and write because they had been to school.
I see. I see. So they were allowed to get an education.
Yes. Great-great-grandfather,
Yes.
second grade.
Okay.
Third grade.
So yeah, how do y'all feel about this lady going into her Choctaw Cherokee freedman history and said that she's a full blood and they was never intermixed with African? They were just labeled as slaves with African descent based off of the new Cherokee Choctaw constitutional laws that they had put together, ordained by $5 Indians at that particular time. But Alabama, I'm gonna let you speak to that. Go ahead. It's an old nigga. Let's go. Fix your mic, Alabama. Come on, get it together. Well, let's continue this to Alabama get in.
That whole African American thing is to omit, you see, the indigenous black man of this particular land too. What's that? When we bought the
Okay, Bobby. Don't go too hard on them now, Bobby.
African American thing is to omit, you see, the indigenous black man of this particular land too. What's that? When we bought the African American term, we cut out all of the Caribbean, right, all of South America, right, all of Latin America. And this is another way.
Nigga, them Caribbeans ain't with us, nigga. Sit your fat ass down, OG. Nah, I was just playing. Shout out to Bobby here, man. I ain't gonna barbecue Bobby right there. I'm gonna let him get a slide. I'm gonna let him get a piece.
Even though some of our people were from Africa, we were mixed in with the Aboriginal people here. We have to understand that we were here, many of our ancestors were here before Columbus. We're taught that the Native American people are these Indian-looking people with long hair that looks like weaves. Some of the Aboriginal people here look just like us. You go down and see the Olmec statues, you go to California.
We are not all from the same ancestors.
By the way, letter M's, I am Escovay. Now, I've seen a video of some of these melanated beings claiming that haplogroup RB1 is an ancient human ancient human DNA chromosome, whatever, coming straight out of Africa.
There was a story of...
Get in here, get in here, get in here. This rabbit hole just got deep. So, you know this whole diaspora thing?
I'm interested. He got me off the comment. Come in. He got me. We gonna listen to what he got to say. Now. Let's go.
So I want to see, does all the peoples around the world look like these Africans, or do they look like us? So you just want to say, Getty, you biased. You just picked them. Let me show you a couple of more examples before I show you all the peoples around the world that are indigenous to their own land. This us, this the Africans. So you want to be like Getty, you biased. This is us, this is them. This is us, and this is them. So now we finna go around the world and we finna see who everybody on earth look like. Us or them. But
let's see if we got an out of Africa theory or out of America theory. Let's go.
Before I start, if you'd like to donate $1, I greatly appreciate it. But this rabbit hole just about to get deeper. Now, these are the first Asians, right? Southeast Asians. Do they look like them Africans? Or do they look like us? It goes some Ethiopians. Do they look African? Or do they look like us? Now, we went to the Caucasus Mountains to find this picture. These are the original peoples of the Caucasus Mountains. Do they look like grandmama, granddaddy, or do she look African? And if you want to know more about her story, yes, literally, the Caucasus Mountains, that's these same peoples I just showed you. Yes, literally. Do the Africans look like the Fijis? Or do they look like the Americans? Huh? Can you tell the difference? All right, let's travel over there to Egypt. This is what original Egyptian looked like in the 80s.
Mic check.
Do he look like them Africans? Or do he look like our uncles and granddaddies? The Mexicans. The Aboriginals, Mexico. Do they look like us? Do they like them Africans? Now, to give you a little context, do they look like them Africans? Or do they look like us? The indigenous peoples of Indonesia, do they look like us? Or do they look like them Africans? Huh? Do they? Now, the indigenous peoples, China, India, Pakistan, and they so-called was in the slave trade too, right along with us. But do they look African? Or do they look like us? Do she look like some of your kids just running around in your house right now telling them to sit down in America? Huh? Or do she look like them Africans? Once again, here go a tribe over there in the
He touching on some shit we've been talking about, but just to see the visual connection is beautiful. You feel what I'm saying? Y'all drop a fire emoji and hit that like button as y'all come into the building. This your brother Aboriginal Power, and we got a lot to get into. We got Alabama, Chief Holiday, and my brother Enemies Public. We're gonna get to the guests here in just a second. Shout out to everybody in the building. Let's go.
India. Do them kids look like Africans to you? Or do they look like some of our kids we just had 2 and 3 and 6 and 7 and 12 years ago? Huh? Do they look like them Africans in Africa? Or do they look like us in America? Oh, here go a good one. The so-called Aborigines, right? You see him. Do he look like us? Or do he look like he from Africa? Oh, let's get a better look. Let's get a better view. Do he look like Bolo? Oh, wait, do he look like he's an African? Or do he look like American? And these the Aboriginal Australians, right? Do they? Here go another one. An indigenous Australian, right? Do he look African or do he look like an American? Right? Huh? Do he look African to you?
Look like
or
Dick
do
Gregory.
he like when our old granddad, his name Charles, played off Saffron and Son, huh? Oh yeah. Huh? An Arab, an indigenous Arab. Do she like an African to you? Or do she like a black American? Do she? And here go a better picture of her, right? And why do y'all look alike in the 80s? They all look alike in the 80s, don't they? This an Arab. She's an Arab. Never been to America, right? And he's an indigenous Australia. They all look the same in the 80s for some odd reason now, don't they? Now, I got 2 more pictures. Now, these called cargo coats, right? I think it's in the South Pacific. But another picture in the 80s. Now, why does he look like?
They look like straight up niggas.
All our uncles that's in the 80s. Some of these pictures I've been showing you are the 80s. Why do they all look alike? But do he look African or do he look like an American? American. Now, here go an African tribe. They got ostrich feet. Where do they come from? Where do they come from? Because their blood is not linked to nobody in Africa, right? They came from outer space, just right with the white people. Some of them Africans is not indigenous to the planet.
Africans ain't even Africans. That's what I've been telling y'all the whole time.
This is why they say
he cooked for us. He cooked real quick. He cooked real quick. But before we continue, man, I do want to say shout out to everybody on the panel. Peace and blessings. It's your brother Aboriginal Power. Shout out to
Keep on running
in the game.
Peace.
What up? What up?
Peace.
Got the big
What's the
bros
word?
on here. Alabama Field Marshal. Salute to the guy.
the greatest of all time.
You already know what it is. Y'all Saha, man. Peace to the tribe, man. Peace to the chat room. Peace to everybody, man. How y'all doing? AP, you cooking this morning, though, man. I
No
missed
doubt.
the first 2.5 hours, though, man. But yo, I definitely, you know, when I hear the word slave, I only hear Slav. Period. I don't hear nothing else. When I hear American, I hear copper-colored Aborigines, right?
Yes, sir.
And so words matter when we having these conversations or when people are talking to us. Black, throw that shit in the trash. I'm bugging the fuck up every time I hear the word black. I don't give a fuck who's saying it, especially pale skin. When they come out their mouth, it's a code. They know when they say black, it makes you inferior and empowers them. I'm not gonna play with y'all no more. Stand down. We're trying to win this war. We're trying to win
I
this fight.
disagree with that. I totally disagree.
Well, I will beat you up on your own show today, sir. Beat the brakes off your ass today, right now. Okay? So don't make me do it to you.
I dog
Good
your
bro.
ass.
I will beat you up today.
Calm your ass down. I don't want to have to
I'll
beat the
beat the
old
brakes off
nigga
you
up.
today. So
Nigga,
stand down.
calm down. You stand the
Hiawatha
fuck
style.
down, nigga.
Stand down. So I want to do it to you.
There is no disputing that black
There's no
is a
disputing that,
condition.
sir. No disputing.
Black
I'm not even
is
debating.
a condition.
I don't debate, I teach. I'm not even debating that. Anybody want to debate that, you got to get them the kitty table.
There is no argument that black is a condition. Now, if you choose to take on that condition, whether you make it positive or negative, black is a condition, not a people.
And some of y'all just feel
If you
psychologically
want to
damaged.
jump in
That's
the
all.
ring too, Alabama, we can do that too.
No, you need to go get 5 or 6 more people because I'm gonna beat you up, sir.
I got some shit for both of y'all.
AP, I don't need no help to beat you up on this. So I told you this is not a debate. Okay. Listen, some of y'all need to get some milk or something because y'all are psychologically attached to
But by the way,
black.
before y'all debate that, I got a
We're not
question for
debating.
both of
I
you.
don't want to beat
No, hold on. Have you heard of this Soul autochthonous American shit that was brought to me yesterday? Solan, SOULAAN versus FBA. You brothers
No,
heard of
I'm not
that?
really familiar with that. No, I ain't really familiar. I ain't seen that yet. I get in tune with that.
Check out Top Cats from yesterday.
Okay.
But go ahead, Chief.
I mean, I said what I said. I'm standing on it. There's no more talking. Black
Listen,
is
I
trash.
said what I
No fly
said.
zone.
Black is not what y'all think it is.
Black is dead. What is black then? Make black. Make us make. You done went to the etymology of family. Salute to you for that. Family.
All right,
That's our only condition. Nobody ever owned us.
I'll tell you what it is.
Goddamn Native Americans ain't owned nobody.
I'll tell you exactly what it is. And I want any one of you dummies up here to debunk me. All right.
I'm gonna whip on you for that one.
Here it
Go
goes.
ahead.
Now, black is a label or a mislabel that was put on our people at a particular time. And at that particular time.
Wait. Did it?
Hold on.
Since it's a mislabel, I got you. Hold on. Since it's a mislabel.
I need you to listen thoroughly to what I say, not prematurely. I want you to get everything that I got to say out. All right. Black comes with a labeling of a group of people. Some say a mislabeling, right? But at that particular time, there was a set of things that was done under that mislabeling from my people. The mislabeling doesn't change the blood. It doesn't change the attributes. It doesn't change the inventions. It doesn't change the innovations that label came up under. So now we got a categorized term that is labeled with a bunch of list of attributes. You know what a list of attributes come with that? Black inventions. Negro inventions. They're actually in the statistical records as black inventors. So now we can give you a conglomerate list of those, and they're all people from America. It doesn't take away from their bloodline. That we're talking about mislabeling. Y'all argue semantics. This is the problem with a lot of these understanding and conversations, that we got to get past the semantics. The dumb niggas don't understand the majority of your family identify with black, but your whole mission is to wake them up. They're not going to listen to no damn dummy who's going to be criticizing them based off of where their perspective is. So that's why I say y'all don't look at it the way I see it, and I understand the attributes that's attached to it. You throw it away, you throw away the contributions, the innovations, and the inventions that come with them. Now go ahead, Chief, respond.
This is what's so crazy right here about this conversation, sir. Not only also the mislabeling, the misnomering of it, right? When we're talking about all the, you say attributes, but all the negativity that come with it as well, that comes from the CIA. It's called the Black Program. Anybody pushing black is a COINTELPRO agent. You know this. You did a debate on this. You know when they started pushing black studies to African studies. So black is associated with Africa and slaves. Are you an African or slave, sir? Go. I'm out.
So now,
Hey, that's all I got to do. I ain't got to go back and forth with you, sir. Are you an African or a slave? That's a simple question. Are you African or slave?
So now, either you go against the white man or you agree with him, because now you're bringing up a conceptual misunderstanding according to modern day understanding, because we understand that the term black was ambiguous and didn't even have a defining definition before 1877. And matter of fact, before 1977.
Sir, another question I have to you, because you don't want to answer that question. So I said you didn't answer that question.
Well, you didn't answer anything. You didn't debunk anything that I said about any of these inventions. You throw it away. The mislabeling. It doesn't change the bloodline. It doesn't change the attribution. You didn't debunk anything that I said.
Are you pushing the black program? Are you an African or a slave? Simple question. The black program is the CIA operations called COINTELPRO.
Chief, let me ask you a simple question. Are you saying that the term black means African? Yes or no?
I'm asking you a question. Are you an African?
No, I'm asking you a question.
I didn't say that. You said
I'm saying that black was only put on black Americans, Aboriginal Indigenous Americans, as another label or classification. Now I'm asking you a question. Hold on. I just answered your question. Hold on. I just answered your question, Chief. I just answered your question. Now I need you to answer my question. Now, according to your understanding, is black a designated term for Africans, according to you?
African black slaves, yeah.
So black mean African slaves, right?
Yes. Black
You're
means
slow.
inferiority.
You're slow. Jump in the ring. I'm going to body bag.
I'm in the ring right now. I'm whooping up on you right now. You're never going to get past black program. Period. Never. Anybody that's listening to this, what you're talking about right now, Tariq, now she's not listening to it, because remember he went on Low Jumper and said that, FBA and black is a misnomer. You know black is a misnomer. You know that. Why would you be arguing this right now?
No, I'm not saying that it's not a misnomer.
Why are you arguing?
I'm not saying that it's not a misnomer. But what
about the black program? You're just gonna look past that. What about
hold on? I need you to understand clear. I'm not saying it's not a misnomer. A lot of these niggas. Boy,
that's what we got to start with.
Hold on. No. That's not what the conversation about. You guys pick out and nitpick on what you want to throw away. So you guys are comfortable and accept other mislabels, but throw other ones away. See, I'm at a point where I understand my people was mislabeled as a lot of different things. And then when you throw one away, you throw all away. You guys pick and choose. So what I'm telling you is I accept it all. And I understand that even in the circumference of them all, they're Aboriginal Indigenous peoples. So you can't get around that. The mislabeling is only a social construct. You've been calling yourself black doesn't make you any less dumb. It doesn't make you any less of a person. It doesn't make you achieve or not being able to accomplish any innovations. It doesn't. It's a mislabel. Yes, it's bad in law, but I'm trying to tell you, it doesn't stop your attributes or your actions, brother.
Black is trash, sir. And the fact that you can't get around the misnomer, the fact that you can't get around black program, the fact that you can't get around inferiority complex that the white man created, because if you got black, you got white. right? So I'm gonna ask you another question, and I'm gonna go ahead and end this conversation right here, sir. Who
You didn't
created
address
black?
anything
I
that I
got you. I
said. You're
got you. I
literally
got
talking
you. I
around
got you. I
everything that I
got
said.
you.
You ain't addressed
Which one
nothing
of
that I
us
said.
invented? Which one of us invented black, sir? Oh, you you don't know, right?
Which one of us
Well,
invented the word
the ones that
aboriginal?
did it was the pale
But hold
skins.
on, that's called a gish gallop. So when I ask you the same question, similar
No,
question,
no, no, no,
return,
no. You got to
who
answer my
invented
question
the
first.
term aboriginal?
You got to answer my question
Hold
first.
on, who invented the term
No, no, no.
aboriginal?
You got to answer my
I don't
question
know.
first.
I don't know. I don't know who invented the term.
Okay,
So
cool,
now,
cool.
who invented the term aboriginal?
The pale man.
Oh, okay, then. So now
Okay,
you
but
ask me
listen
a
though,
gish
listen though,
gallop
listen though, listen
conversation.
though. You're Aboriginal power. You're not black power banging. You're Aboriginal power, right?
Yes, sir.
So you learned this a long time ago. So I'm gonna reteach you again. So sir, listen. You're Aboriginal power because
But hold
Aboriginal
on,
gives you power.
hold on,
You done?
hold on.
Oh, you got it.
Let's be clear why my name is Aboriginal Power though. Hold on,
Because it was black power,
hold
and you
on,
know the Aboriginal give you power.
context is key. The reason I even named my name Aboriginal Power is because I understood knowledge of self, and I understood that I started off as a black person. I understood as me understanding who I am doesn't change anything. I just understood who I am. So my whole mission was as an Aboriginal is to go and wake up my black people. So I understand that black people is my people. So that's been the whole mission of Aboriginal power. So when you don't, so hold on. So when you don't understand that, that's when you
Hey,
failed
this
our
is bad.
people.
Hey,
And so
sir,
you're going
please
against
don't do this
black,
no more.
and that's your people. And
Don't
you
do this no
said
more.
that. That was your mission statement as well as mine. So
9.
go ahead, Chief.
Sir, no, this don't sound right. This sounds crazy. Everything you saying don't sound right, because no matter what we're talking about, misnomer, black program, inferiority, what good comes from black?
The inventions that was
No.
labeled.
You know those are Aborigine copper colored people.
No, they was never labeled that. So we're not talking about fake labels that was never
give
put
you
on
power,
the
or does
people.
black give you
Hold
power?
on, we're not going to talk about fake labels
Black
that
power.
was never put on our people
Black
as
power.
established claims, bro. We're talking about real labels under real people under real inventions. Black, nigga. So now,
Hey, listen, when we invented all these things, we wasn't labeling ourselves black. As a matter of fact, our grandparents would have punched us in the face for calling them black. They rolled over their graves for calling them black. You
Let's be
understand this,
clear.
right?
Let's be clear.
No.
Just because we're
You got to address something I say. You
They
can't
did
keep
call
moving
themselves
past
black.
everything I say.
Hold
Come
on.
on.
They did call themselves black. As a matter of fact,
9. That's
hold
not
on.
true. It's not true.
Just because we're
Hey, we got 2 elders on the phone right now, bro. Come on now.
I'm about
Don't
to
do this
go
to
ahead and
yourself.
spank you up real
We
quick.
got
Hold
2
on.
elders on the phone,
You got
youngling.
to mute, and I'm about to go ahead and spank you up right quick.
You already beat up. What are we talking about?
I'm dog you right bad. So now listen,
That's
you
crazy.
saying black ain't a term, but y'all accept the term Negro. These are 2 different languages, by the way, that have the same damn meaning.
Now, that's called gish galloping.
Hold on. Did you know what the term Negro mean in Spanish? Because we're speaking English, which means we're saying black. But in Spanish, you know what Negro mean?
So you know what you're doing right now?
No,
You're
answer
going
the
past.
question, my nigga.
You're going
Answer
past
the
the
question.
conversation.
No, don't run.
You know, I already got
Answer the
your
question,
boots
my nigga.
smoke.
Answer the question, Chief. What does Negro mean in
I
Spanish?
don't speak
It's a
Spanish.
Spanish
I'm only
term
talking about
that
black
was
right now, sir.
adopted
We're
by
only
the
talking about
colonists.
black. We're not talking about Negro.
No. I'm asking you. We are talking about Negro if we're talking about black. Now we're going to Spanish records, which is somewhere some of the South America, the people in the South of North America were actually colonized by first. So now, when we get into the term Negro, according to Spanish language, what does it mean, Chief? Do not run. I'm going to.
Are you pushing the black program right now, sir?
No, answer the question, bro. Stop asking me questions and answer mine.
I didn't even hear the question. It was so I heard like.
What does the term Negro mean in Spanish?
I don't know. I don't speak Spanish.
Oh, so now you don't know.
I don't do.
So
We're only talking about black. We're only talking about
hold
black.
on. No, we're talking about the same word, bro, in different languages. See, that's what I'm trying to tell you. You fail, and see, this is where I got you at. See, if you don't know, that's why you need to mute up, because I know, and I'm about to teach you something. Since you don't know what the hell black mean, and you don't know what the hell Negro mean, and where it come from, so just sit back then, nigga.
No, you said as the identifier of American Aborigines that you are standing with black. I'm saying that's trash. And so You done got your ass beat before we even started this conversation,
But
sir.
you ain't
Because
you
we've
ain't
already
answered
hold on. You're
Chief,
Aboriginal
you ain't
power. You
answered
went from
this
black
Chief.
power. I got
Chief,
you.
I
You went
answered
from black
every
power,
question. You
black power
didn't
to
answer
Aboriginal power.
Chief,
Yeah.
let's be clear. I answered every question.
No,
You
you
didn't
didn't.
answer none of the questions. Do I need to
I
put a
did.
poll up in the chat? Do I need to put a
Hey,
poll
listen.
up in the
I don't
chat?
give a damn about what
You
nobody else
haven't
in this chat room
answered
talking about.
one
I don't
question
care
that
about none of
I've
that.
asked you this
I don't
whole
give a fuck
entire
about none of these
time.
ass kissing ass people, bro. Nobody. I'm telling you what
You
I'm
haven't.
saying.
No, listen.
Black
The
is
fact of the matter is,
trash.
Chief.
Black
Listen,
is
it ain't
trash.
about everybody else. You know in your soul you haven't answered none of my
Black is
questions.
trash.
That's the crazy part, nigga.
Black is
You
trash.
can say all that, but you
You can't get
haven't
around what I just said, bro.
debunked.
You trying to talk about other stuff. You moving the goalposts.
Responded to any other
I
facts
don't have
or
to.
any other questions that I asked you, bro. That's
I don't have
crazy.
to. You're the only person that
Because you know
has
you
to
body
respond.
bag,
You're
bro. Like I
pushing black.
said, you can't get around it. Now listen,
You're
if we're
pushing
gonna
black
throw away,
as a
if we're gonna throw away one mislabel, we throw away all of them. So
no.
the same energy you got for Negro, I mean the black, you gotta have it for Negro.
So you're gonna throw away Aboriginal?
Hold on, you gotta have it for cut. No, you don't want to tell you why I'm not gonna throw.
Listen
Hold on, Chief. Let me finish because you asking dumb questions. I'm about to finish body bagging you. So you got to throw all those terms away. And then you're going to ask me, am I going to throw away Aboriginal? You tell me a time in history where my people was labeled this on the records as Aboriginal Americans. Go ahead.
Sir, the definition of American. I got
to get. No, why
hold on.
would we
I'm
throw
sorry.
it away when we're trying to get
I'm
that?
answering the question
Set
right
it
now.
up. You set
I'm
the
answering the
debate up.
question right now, right? I'm answering the question. You're not gonna want to listen, right?
Bag you, bro.
The Aborigines are the copper colored people, or is the definition of
Bro,
America.
you were just a black Indian.
I'm sorry. You
Do
cut
I
me
gotta
off
play
right
the
now. I let
videos
you
of where you
talk.
calling yourself a
Go
black
ahead.
Indian?
Go ahead.
Chief, do I gotta play the videos of where you claiming to be a black Indian? You talking to your master, the youngest master teacher, nigga. Come on, fam.
Go ahead.
Oh,
Please
I
do it.
will. I'll
Please
play
do
them.
it.
Don't
Please do it.
play. I'm
Please
gonna
do
play
all that.
8
Please
hours worth of it. I'm gonna play
please tell the
8
people why
hours.
we added black to Aboriginal, sir. Tell the people that. Don't
I've
try to
never
play me,
denied black, bro.
sir.
Listen, Chief.
No.
I've never
You wanted to get this ass whooping this morning, nigga. I'm about to whoop your ass.
Chief,
What the
you're
fuck
not
is you
answering
talking
the
about?
question. The thing
I
is,
did answer the
I
question.
never denied black, and I'm not shitting on black. You
I'm
used
shitting
to
on black.
bang
I'm
black,
shitting on
and
anybody
you
that's using
shitting
black.
on it now.
Shitting on it.
Now I'm trying to ask you why.
I'm shitting on it.
That's why I'm trying to ask you.
I'm
What the
shitting on
white
anybody
man
using
did
black.
to you?
Yes. Anybody using black, I'm
Was
shitting
you a
on it.
black Indian a few
I'm
years
not
ago,
black.
my
I'm
nigga?
copper colored.
Was you a
That's the
black
definition of
Indian
American.
though, nigga? Did you say that? Did you say that?
What is
Yes
the
or no?
definition of American, sir?
Did you say that? Was you a black Indian at your mouth? Yes or
Sir,
no?
listen to me.
Come
When
on,
you
stop
ever
playing with
heard
me,
me
bro.
say anything about black, that was what? A
You was
strategy
a
to bring.
damn lie.
I'm
You was
sorry.
a damn lie.
I'm sorry.
You was
I'm
a
sorry.
damn lie.
11 years
I'm about
ago,
to play the
7 years
videos. I'm
ago,
about to
whenever
play
I
the
did
videos.
that.
You know I'm gonna play the videos today.
You can play whatever you want to play. But guess what you're gonna be doing? Sir, pushing COINTELPRO. It don't matter what you're talking about. You're gonna be making the people even more
That's
confused.
what I'm doing.
I'm
May
sorry.
this
Are we copper colored or are
old
we black? Are
nigga
we black? Are
interject
we
for a
copper colored or
moment,
are we black?
please?
Which one is
I
it?
know y'all go back. Y'all go back to back.
Hold on, Chief. You haven't answered any of my question. Let me tell you
Yeah,
what
I
I'm
have answered all
pushing.
your questions.
Hold on, let me tell you what I'm pushing. I'm pushing Aboriginal power to my black peoples that doesn't understand their Aboriginality. So I'm going and talking to my black people like I was doing when you was trying to talk to the black Indians. What happened? You stopped?
Hey, well, we've moved past
Come
that.
on, no, you
We've
can't move
grown.
on when your people
Everybody in
still
the
right
chat
there,
room.
bro.
No,
How you moving on when your mission was to
if there's
teach them?
anybody in this goddamn
They
chat room
still there,
agreeing
bro.
with you, I'm
They
cussing their
still
ass out.
there, bro.
Cause y'all some ass kissers. If y'all agree with this nigga right here, y'all some ass
No,
kissers.
if y'all agree
I'm gonna
with
cut y'all
this
the fuck
nigga,
out.
y'all slow. If
I
y'all agree
promise
with
I'm gonna
Chief,
cut y'all
y'all
out.
slow. If y'all agree with
Ain't
this
nobody
nigga,
slow,
Chief,
nigga.
hold on.
It's a
If you
misnomer, is
agree
a
with
not.
Chief, he hasn't
What does
answered
misnomer
any of
mean?
my
What
questions.
does misnomer mean, sir?
You haven't answered
What
none of
does
my
misnomer mean?
questions. You
Okay, hold
haven't
on.
answered
If you're
none of
not
my
gonna tell me what
questions, Chief.
misnomer mean, why are we
Chief,
talking right
I've
now?
already told you this right now. You
No,
haven't
I'm about to
answered
pull up
none of
misnomer then.
Chief. You haven't answered none of my questions. I'm not answering no more questions. If you want to debate,
You done got your
tell me
ass
to
beat.
set
What
it
you gonna
up,
answer a
and I
question
will
for?
body bag you, nigga.
I don't
in
have
front
no
of
I don't have no
everybody.
questions. I've already said what I said.
Set the debate up, my nigga. You keep
We
asking me
debating
all
right
these
now,
questions.
nigga.
You
We
ask
you
me
debating right
5
now. I
questions,
promise
I
you don't want to
answered
go on
all
record
of
if
them.
they
I
do.
asked you
I promise I'm a
I asked
dog
you
walker.
3
Hey,
questions.
sir,
You couldn't
you
answer
already
3.
dog walk right now.
No,
So I wouldn't
everybody
even
in the
do that
chat
to
know
you.
you body bag.
Cause,
Hey,
cause look,
put a
look.
2 in the chat
I
if you
told you I'm gonna
think.
tell you just like
Hey,
everybody else. We
hold
debate, we gonna
on,
debate face to
hold
face,
on.
nigga.
Put a
I'll
2
come
in
to
the
your
chat
town,
if you
stop playing my
think
nigga.
Chief
What you talking about? What?
did something in this conversation. Put a 1 in the chat if you think Baptist
Hey, bro,
smacked
you
him.
can. Hey, listen. Once again, black is a
We're
misnomer.
not
What does
talking about law, though. We're not talking
we
about
not
law.
talking
We're
about
not
law? We
talking
talking
about
about
law.
social.
We're
We
not
only
talking
talking about
about law. We're
social,
not talking about law.
sir.
Originalism. We're not talking about law.
I never said nothing about law.
We're not having a
Not one
legal
time.
conversation. We're
I
not
never said
using
nothing
no
about law.
legal definitions. We're not using no legal terms. We're not having a law discussion. I understand that black, what it means in law. I understand what all these terms mean in law.
What does misnomer mean, sir?
Man, there you go. Answer the question. Ask the question when you ain't answering none of mine. Stop asking till you ready to answer at least 2 of my questions, bro. You got to answer at least 2 of my questions, bro. You got to answer at least 2 of my questions, bro. That's all. If you can't answer 2, I'm not answering no more. I done answered 5 of your questions.
As y'all take a breath, can this old nigga interject for a moment?
Go ahead, Alabama.
So in the 21st century, and this again was according to some commentary was shared by legendary Topcats yesterday or the day before. Solan, Soulaan, in the acronym says autochthonous American. But this same young man in that conversation gave his secret sauce, his coming to this statement that he created, again, a label, that he gives FBA credit. And of course, Tariq was skinning and grinning on that. And responding to is now stating he incorporates indigenous into his foundational Black American. But in the 21st century, starting with Black, the American, the Aboriginal, the copper-colored inhabitants of this land has been labeled FBA, well, actually Black, African American, FBA, ADOS, well, actually ADOS precedes FBA because he broke off from that. The Freedmen back and forth movement in and out of the ADOS. Now, whatever Salon is supposed to mean, but at least in the acronym, states autochthonous American. And after all of this is being said, all of these labels are attached to the only American. And you know my message, I keep it simple. There can be only one. Now, all of these labels are not changing the essence of the actual American, which point that you're attempting to make by still clinging to Black, though Black has literally nothing attached to it other than what we ascribe to the definition of Black or Blackness. However, a Black condition does exist interacting with these criminals. For there to be whiteness requires Blackness, and in that side-by-side comparison, according to Abraham Lincoln, the whiteness shall always take the superior position. And I'll yield on that. Enemies public, what's happening, Captain?
Y'all just said a bunch of nothing burgers. So now let me ask you a simple question since you don't like the term Black. What does
Peace,
the
my
term
brothers.
Negro mean? What does the term Negro mean, Alabama, in Spanish?
Negro actually means dark complexion, but where are you going with it, Bap?
So when somebody say, "Hey, I got a Negro colored pencil," in Spanish, that means dark complexed person.
Now you already understand the Spaniards and the
No, I'm asking
Portuguese
you.
were
Now y'all
interacting.
lying about
The
the definition. I
Spaniards.
just
Now wait a minute,
talked
brother. I didn't interrupt none of the back and forth that you
I'm
and
not
Goat
done
was
though.
going
I'm
through.
not done. You answered the question, but you answered it incorrectly. So now we see that y'all moving around the
Now you
answer.
gonna tell me what's incorrect? Okay.
Now, yeah, because I asked you a
As
simple
I
question.
didn't
What's the
finish my
word Negro
response
mean?
that you
The
interrupted.
listen, in no definition will you find the term Negro in Spanish record meaning dark-skinned people.
The interaction from Spaniards and Portuguese explorers was to come upon a people that they compared to Ethiopians, not Africans. And using the term negro, which by the way continues to exist in English when there is no English word negro or negro. is to compare
You
something to something.
you
That
know
is
what?
why
You
dark
know,
is used.
you
There
know
are
why you
people
want.
with dark complexion and
Hold
there are
on,
people with
Alabama.
lighter skin
You just
complexion.
moved the goalpost again. The term
I did
Negro.
not move the goalpost. I answered
Hold
your
on. Let me
question of what
finish.
does Negro mean from
Let
the
me
people who
finish.
use the term.
Let me finish. You didn't. The term Negro simply means black, and then you said you ain't gonna
No,
find.
now you're
Hold
giving.
on. Let me finish. You just said that the term Negro means dark-skinned people. The term Negro means black. You can look it up right now. Everybody, look it up. Now, listen.
Again, Bap,
Hold
you
on.
keep
I'm not
using
done.
contemporary.
I'm not done. I'm not done. Because you also said you won't find the term Negro in English. Of course not. Because in English, we call it black. This is how we know what the term Negro means, because it's translated into English into meaning black. This is how we know this. This is what y'all denying the facts of. You can't get around it. Go ahead,
No,
Alabama.
may I
Right.
speak now since you keep muting me and interrupting when I'm speaking?
You interrupted
So if
me.
I,
I got to mute you when you
bro,
interrupt.
I had not finished the answer. But again,
I
as you
asked you a
continue,
question. You answered it. You said it means dark-skinned complexion person. That
it
was your
was
answer.
no reference to black in the 1300s, 1400s, and 1500s. Even at
Hey, AP,
that
you was just
time,
punk
black
drunk,
What
man.
meant
dictionary
pale.
was you using in a damn
Old High
dictionary?
German, where this supposed BLAC or BLAQ
It's
or BLAQUE referred to paleo or pale, not dark or any complexion reference. This
Man,
was
we
a
He knows
talking
vague.
that.
about.
This was a
He knows
vague
that.
Listen,
term.
hold on. This is where you jumped around again. You went to
Peace,
Spanish to
peace,
German. We're
peace.
not talking about German. We're talking about
If you
Spanish dialect. The term Negro and its use in America was used by the damn Spanish, not Germans.
if you if you take people out of the word Negro or the term Negro, just take people out of it and just use the term for what the definition is.
Right? They skipping that. They
It
don't want to
means
spell the
it
definition.
means black. If you take Negro, it means black. If you take Montenegro, it means black mountain. It means
Listen.
black.
Hey, enemy public, they're skipping over that for a reason, because it debunks everything that they say.
Can I show y'all
They
something
gonna
real
shit
quick?
on black, but accept Negro when Negro literally means the same thing in a different language.
Yeah,
We
black
don't
beans is
accept Negro
Negro.
either, sir. We're not arguing Negro. We're not. None of us. We're not arguing none of that,
No, we're
sir. We
arguing
talking
the.
about how
Hold
we.
on, hold
No.
on, hold
See
on,
what
hold
you're
on,
doing.
hold on.
What you're doing
See,
right now
this
is
is
trying to
hold on. This is the
identify.
confusion.
Hold on.
This
The
is the
people who
confusion
created black.
again. We're arguing the meaning of the word. We're talking about black. You're saying black is the status. Negro was a status. They both literally mean the same fucking thing. You can't get
Can I
around
show
it.
y'all something real quick?
What's up,
Black
Queen?
beans.
Yes,
What's
please.
up,
Black
Queen?
people.
Negros.
Please.
What's up?
Now, who uses those black beans? The frijoles,
Frioles
Mexican,
family.
Negro.
Mexican, Spanish
Frioles
people.
Negros is black beans.
Uh-huh.
I got this. I actually got this from a Spanish.
From a
What you call it?
supermarket.
No, a flea market.
Is that Goya? The product, actually. Is that Goya?
It's Bush.
Bush beans. Okay, show that
Hmm.
beautiful bean footage.
Yeah.
This is
That
not
got
the
to do with
argument I am raising.
we're
I do
talking about.
not dispute whether Negro, black are synonymous. I am saying in the contact between Spaniards and Portuguese who were in the neighborhood
Alabama, that's
of
not our
dark-skinned
argument, though.
people, because Africa was referred to as the dark
Alabama,
continent,
that's
they
not our
had
argument.
already been interacting with dark people in
But
proximity.
that's way far from removed what the conversation is about. He's literally arguing against the term black. You may not be. He is. So what I'm saying is,
I am,
if
and
you
I'm
want,
banging on
if you're
anybody that
going
uses
to
it.
say
Period.
throw away black but accept Negro, that's crazy, because Negro means
No,
black.
nigga,
That's
throw
all.
Negro in the trash too.
That's all I'm saying.
Throw
As
everything
you
in the
keep
trash.
trying to put
Everything.
words into my mouth, are you going to actually listen to the ones coming out of my mouth? Now, as I said when I first asked you and Goat, had you heard about the attempt of a new label called Solan, Soulaan? And in that acronym, autochthonous American, supposedly coming from foundational Black American origins, is again an attempt at labeling the actual American. Why are we continuing to participate in this nonsense?
Alabama, we heard what you said earlier when you brought it up the first time, and everybody said we don't know what you're talking about. We just got to look into it a little more. That's all. So
I
let's
am
do. That's why
saying
we
as
continue back to
evidence that
the
that is
conversation.
it is a continuation of labeling
Alabama,
a
when I talk,
specific
hold on,
people.
Alabama, when I talk, I let you finish, and then I speak, and then you like to butt in it a lot. You see what I'm saying? You got to calm down.
Once again, as I say repeatedly, there is only one unique people that is continuously labeled. I am giving you the 21st century iterations of the continuation of labeling the American, which is an Aboriginal copper-colored people. It has nothing to do with black, Negro, colored, any other shit. All of those are labels.
I agree with you 100% on what you just said, but my main trajectory is arguing the point that me and Chief was having. So you butted in and
you moved the goalpost, by the way.
I'm talking about what you're saying. You literally just repeated everything that I just said, Alabama, which is my point. I literally just said the same shit. No, your point is throw away the shit. I'm saying all of it is mislabeled. All of it has some type of juice or meat that you can squeeze from the bone for the lack of arguments, and that's how you move on with it.
Hold on.
You guys become semantic. You guys become semantic junkies and argue
Hey, see, you
semantics.
just talking right now, bro. I'm asking you a simple question. Are Mexicans brown?
Yeah, I guess if you want to say
See,
color.
that's what I'm saying, bro. You know these are social misnomers, these are social constructs to take us away from this land. Black takes us to Africa.
But
Black
we're
makes us
talking
inferior
about,
slaves.
hold on.
Sir, you keep
Chief,
cutting me
you
off.
just asked
Okay,
the
go ahead.
dumbass
I
question.
already beat your ass anyway, so I don't have to talk no more. I'm
Hold
out.
on, Chief. You just asked the dumbass question, bro. You just asked me as brown
nigga,
people.
you not
Hold
answering the
on. Let
question.
me finish. You just said, are Mexicans brown, and then try to equate that to an actual label of a people. Name me one time that the Mexican government or any government labeled Mexican or Hispanic people brown on record. Never in the history. So what are you talking
First
about?
off, black is not legal. Black is a social construct. So start there.
Bro,
Second
it is
off,
a legal.
I'm just making a point that
It is a
brown, you're
legal
colorblind,
classification
sir.
that was put
You're
on our people.
colorblind.
What are you saying?
You are
It was on the
colorblind. So let's
records,
start
bro.
there.
Brown has
And
never been
you're
on the record. It's
regressing.
never been on
So
the
you need to
census
stop
record.
listening to
Hold
Straight
on.
Nasheed and
Black was on the
because
census
you're
record.
regressing.
Brown
Nigga.
was never on there
Fuck you
for
talking about?
Hispanics. All I'm saying,
No,
bro.
nigga. You are regressing, sir.
No,
Or you
what? Let me
trolling.
ask
Either
you a
one.
simple question. Hold on.
Aboriginal
Let's see
power.
if Chief.
You
Let's
sound
see if
crazy.
Chief denied the fifth question. Has
Bro.
brown ever been a label on the census for Hispanic or Mexican people?
Bro, you ain't seen a Hispanic census. We're not talking
I'm
about that. That's
asking
what
you
they're
a
calling them.
question.
We
I'm
talk about
asking you a question. I'm asking you a simple question. You don't know what I'm saying. I'm asking you a simple question. Have you seen? Because I know you ain't seen it. So have you ever seen Hispanic people in any government? In any government
moving
being
the
labeled
goalposts
as
again.
brown people? No, you just made this shit up. That wasn't even a weak argument. That was a weak comparison.
Bro, you punch drunk. You sitting there swinging in the air on your back.
Y'all just
Nigga,
don't
fuck is you
understand it.
talking about? Boy, you
Listen.
crazy.
Enemy
AP,
Public
you
both
crazy
came
as
up
hell,
here and
bro.
said
I'm
I
never
asked a
gonna
simple
agree with nothing
question
that you're
that
talking about, ever.
y'all
And any of you
simply
niggas
skipped
using black
over
as a
with.
song bang on
Y'all
you
listen.
goofy ass
I
niggas.
asked you a
All
simple
y'all.
question. What does
All
Negro
y'all.
mean? Both you and Alabama, y'all both
Any of you
literally
niggas talking
beat
about
around the
black, I'm
damn
gonna bang
bush.
on y'all. How about that? Fuck you talking about?
Y'all literally beat around the damn bush when I asked y'all a simple goddamn question.
No, you ain't answering nothing. You moving the goalposts, nigga.
No,
Black.
I
We not
asked y'all
black.
simple
We
questions you
not black.
can't answer.
We not black.
You
So you
run
going
from
on
the
to this other stuff.
you
Blah
run
blah
from
blah.
every
Then we ain't
question,
black.
bro.
Hey,
You
bro,
run from
I've
every
already
damn
proved my
question.
point. I don't have to talk no more. Y'all want to talk about sports, entertainment, something? So you going to? Does any of you niggas still talking about identifying yourself as black? The fuck up. AP over here trolling, nigga. I don't care about none of that. Any of you niggas talking about black, y'all the goddamn
I
problem.
ain't trolling. Listen, Chief, I'm not
I
trolling
said
shit.
you trolling or you slow.
I'm saying
Either
you
one.
sound
What we
slow as
doing?
hell, and you haven't debunked anything that I say. I'm saying you sound slow. You accept Negro, and you comfortable with Negro, but we black is trash. You gotta throw it away. But Negro means the same thing. Sit down.
I'm saying Negro too. Nobody run around here calling themselves Negroes, bro. Come on, bro. Black is inferiority complex.
But these are terms that y'all accept historical reference from.
Oh, you
We're talking about
y'all?
historical reference, bro.
I don't accept anything, bro. We are American Aborigines, copper-colored people, not black people. Black is a misnomer. Remember you said it. We're copper-colored people, bro, and that's the whole point. So niggas that still pushing black are pushing black program, aka CIA. And I know you're not doing that. So I'm gonna need you to stand down, and all you rest of you motherfuckers stand the fuck down, nigga. Hiawatha. Lawgiver, nigga. Fuck is y'all talking about, bro? This is the problem when niggas run around here confused, knowing they looking their skin is copper colored, brown,
You
but they run
just
around here
saying
calling
a
themselves
bunch
black.
of
Hold on, hold on.
damn
And when you
you
push
just
black,
saying
you
a
pushing
bunch of
white.
damn nothing
When you
burgers.
pushing
You
black,
know
you're pushing
damn
the
well that
pale pepper.
majority of your
Sir,
damn people
I'm
that you
out.
come in contact with in your family
Hey,
members
lick your
identify
wounds.
as
Yo,
black, my nigga.
boy,
They don't
this the
identify as
goat,
that
nigga. Fuck is y'all
bullshit that
talking
you
about?
trying to talk about.
This the
You
goat.
sit
What y'all
here
talking
talking
about?
about
All loose
copper
shit.
color this and
Crackers.
copper. Yeah, I'm not gonna deny the fact